was anything. One point that I told you guys yesterday was on whenever you are saying that you want to pursue something like marketing or anything, any particular set. So there are two things that you need to justify it with, right? First is your interest towards that particular role or particular um area of study, and uh, first is interest, and then second is the right skill set that you have got. Right skill set, maybe it can be strategic thinking, or maybe it can be problem solving or leadership, public dealing, right? And each interest, each skill set should be backed by a story, right? By a example, right? Example in a form of a story अगर होगी तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, right? Everyone likes to hear stories. Okay. So with that note, I will start with interview for today. Okay. So I am starting with Saurav.
Yes, sir.
Are you cool?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Then we will start. Saurav, what calls are you expecting, or what is it
So my current
like?
calls not went well, so I am expecting IIT Dhanbad, UBS Chandigarh, and IIM Bhopal,
Okay.
and something like that.
Cool. 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 Very nice. ठीक है. ठीक है, Saurav. Then we will start now. Okay.
So I'm audible.
Yes. Yes. You are very much audible. ठीक है. Okay. Hi, Saurav.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me about yourself.
So my name is Saurav Arya, and I come from a vibrant city of UP, which is Khurja, and which is a very famous for its pottery and craftsmanship, and it is a hub of potteries. And I have done my schooling from CBSE, and I got highest marks in economics in my class. And in my graduation, I have done my graduation from Chaudhry Charan Singh University, Meerut, and I was also a subject matter expert of economics in Czech, India. So that's why I'm feeling nervous.
नहीं नहीं, you are going good.
Beyond the academics, I was I was I was good in sports, so I represented my school in chess and taekwondo in a CBSC game, which is at a zonal level. And after doing a lot of hard work, I have also achieved a blue belt in karate. And I have also a privilege to lead my house team in an annual sports day in my school, which helped me to grow a leadership skill and teamwork from that.
Okay. Okay. Very, very nice. Good to know you, Saurabh. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the interview. Okay. So you said that you were the topper of your school in economics, and you are also a subject matter expert in economics. So I would like to know your opinion on the economy of your vibrant city, Khurja, as well as your state, Uttar Pradesh. How do you see it, and how would you suggest it to improve?
So first, I will start with the Khurja. It is
Sure.
it is a very popular for these potteries, and it is much around 3 to 400 potteries, in which around factories basically, in which the production is happened, and it is exported to the all over the world and all over the India. It is much like a very diverse kind of things happen in the Khurja, and there are so many ways that it is already about it is actually about there at saturation, but still there is a very different things that business are also revolved around the potteries, like there is a printing business and other printing business of the cups, and all similar kind of businesses also can grow in our city. So I see in my city there's something related a similar kind of business opportunities that we can start. And when I come to the Uttar Pradesh, it as we know that it is the second largest GDP in state in India, and it is actually we're growing, but we have to focusing on the educational and health infrastructures, and more more in educational, because most of the people who are not able to are not literate that much as compared to the Maharashtra and south states. So this is a sector in which we can improve as a state, and that will help to improve overall GDP of the Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, okay. So you're suggesting education as one of the tool to improve the economy.
Yes, sir.
Although I feel that the economy of Uttar Pradesh is more on the agriculture side. Most of the workforce is in the agriculture. So, do you think that improving on the agriculture part will do direct benefit instead of focusing on education, which will take maybe like 10 or 20 years to show results?
Sir, it is a very bunch of portion for of the GDP is come from a agriculture sector. And yes, it is, I'm agree with this, but they are both are come in a simultaneously, that if we are focusing on the education rate, also education in also our agriculture sector, it that will help to the overall growth of the GDP of the growth GDP of the Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. Okay, understood. And what about the rural versus urban distribution, Saurabh? Do you think your state needs more focus on rural development?
Yes, sir. It required, because they are in the east side of the UP. They are not so much rural areas, but in the west side of the UP, so much kind of urbanization is happening there. So it is required so much to align with both of them to grow better as a state.
What suggestions you would give as an economy subject matter expert in this case, where the western part is something where you see there is a lot of urbanization that is happening, and on the eastern side, you still feel that the economy is driven by rural sector. So, what do you suggest as a economy expert? How can what this state can do?
So first of all, the if we can know, if we know that eastern side of the western side of the UP is come under near in the NCR portion. So that is the biggest reason for the growth of the this side of the portion. But the other side, there is no the other side is touched with Bihar and some kind of Jharkhand and other states, Madhya Pradesh, where not so much development happening as a more of the rural area. If we are come with the suggestion, if I come to with the suggestion that we can start the policy relating to the, again I come with the education point of view, that if we come from education point of view at how can we run the business in that areas, and many more things, with many more things that happen can, I cannot able to, sir, recall.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay, so you said you did your graduation in what?
Bachelor of Commerce from Chaudhry Charan Singh University.
Okay, okay. So how do you see that, MBA will help you grow in your career? How do you see your career trajectory to be, and what role is MBA playing in this?
So MBA will help me. Actually, I want to start my own business in the future. So MBA will help me to grow the skills and many skills and peer learning and faculty. So all these things come aligned, and I will get know much about myself. And I also want to tell you that I have also in past, after the graduation, I have also started my own business with my own money that I have earned from the subject as a subject matter of expert. So in which I sell products online of the crockery items online. So, but in the end, it is not a financial success to me. So it is now closer, but all the things that I have learned from there, how the business works, that will help. And real I have a real experience of this, and I will need a kind of exposure and more knowledge and more practical ways to solving the that type of problem in a business will help me to grow as an individual. And I will also make some I will also start my own business after that.
Okay, this seems very nice, Saurabh. Kudos that you tried of your own business. Can you share more on what you actually did and why it has to, eventually end?
Sorry, sir.
Can you share your experience of this business, how it started, what did you do?
Okay, sir. Thank. Actually, I have come idea from the I have an economic advantage over the crockery item because in it is actually hub. So I started the idea of selling crockery item on online. So I have two options that I sell in website or should I sell on Amazon. So I choose the Amazon, and then I choose a website. They are two different things, but so I actually but the main problem is come when the packaging cost and the logistic things, delivery cost are way much more higher than the product itself. So here I come a difficulty to face it in a very systematic way. So all these
Uh,
things I did want to learn from the MBA degree.
okay, okay. Do you really think that MBA degree will help you solve this problem statement?
No, not actually a degree, but the peer learning experience and all the actually I was lacking for the exposure toward the business. I was read theory from the BCom and I just wanted to implement it, but it did not go well. So I will meet some other kinds of person, some other kinds of mindset, and some are doing some different ways, some are doing some different ways. So I will get some more opportunities to look forward a problem, and I know I hope that I will make it more better in other businesses also.
Okay, okay, okay. Thanks, Saurabh. You also said that you are a blue belt in karate
Yes, sir.
and you have represented your school and you were a house captain, right? So how do you see this part of your, personality? Will you be able to continue this post your masters in your job? How do you see this to be, growing?
So I think I cannot hear, so sorry, sir. I think there is a network issue, sir.
No worries, no worries. I'll repeat my question. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. So I was asking that you said that you were a blue belt and in karate, and also you were a house captain in your school, I think. So how do you see this part of your personality after your masters, after your MBA? Will you be able to continue this, or how do you see this part of your personality to be growing?
Okay, sir. Actually, this part of the personality is always in me, even after doing a master's or before doing a master's, because I love sports and I love all the physical kind of activities. So I don't think that this will make so much effect after doing a MBA degree or not. It's just a matter of the time. But I need to manage my thing, and I need to manage my time to focusing on these things also.
Okay, okay, cool, Saurabh. I think we have spent a good amount of time, so relax and we'll start with the feedback. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Uh, so how did you do, Saurabh? आपको खुद कैसा लग रहा है?
सर मैं काफी ज्यादा फंबल कर गया था, मैं और अच्छे तरीके से अपने थॉट्स को बता सकता था, वो नहीं बता पाया.
ओके, वो फील हो रहा था. ओके, सो आई स्टार्ट with the pointers, right? So
Yes, sir.
first thing is, it was appearing that you were, trying so much, but articulation was coming very less, right? So you have to relax. You speak good, but if it is looking like you were putting a lot of efforts, but it was not coming out, right? So you have to relax, be easy, be calm, and then only speak. Okay. In case you feel that at time बहुत ज्यादा nervousness हो गई है, in case, so you can ask the panel to give you 20 seconds of time. Okay.
Okay.
ड्रिंक वाटर एंड रिलैक्स, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर आप उसी फेज में चलते रहोगे ना, पूरा इंटरव्यू देते रहोगे, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट गुड. तो इट इज ओके टू बी नर्वस, इट्स अ बिग डील, है ना. इट इज ओके टू बी नर्वस. यू कैन टेल दैट आई नीड 20 seconds ऑफ टाइम टू काम डाउन. तो
Okay.
इट्स ओके, ठीक है. सो दैट बाकी का इंटरव्यू आप आराम से दे पाओ, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके.
Okay.
नाउ on the content part, you are saying that you were a subject matter expert, you were highest marks in economics in school also, graduation भी आपने उसी से किया है. तो and again you are coming from यूपी. ओके. तो बहुत बहुत जेन्युइन और बहुत नेचुरल क्वेश्चन इज इकोनॉमी ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, राइट. तो अब जो आपने आंसर दिया, यू वर राइट अबाउट खुर्जा, ठीक है. खुर्जा के लिए आपने बताया कि पोल्ट्री है और ये सब है, तो दैट वाज गुड. बट ऑन द यूपी पार्ट यू वर लुकिंग नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड. ओके. एटलीस्ट द मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स पार्ट, है ना, वो होता है ना. अगर डेवलपमेंट की मैं बात करूं, ठीक है, मुझे समझ में आ गया कि ईस्टर्न साइड ऑफ यूपी रूरल है, वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ यूपी अर्बन हो गई है. मैंने पूछा आपसे कि डेवलप कैसे करोगे, राइट. तो यू आर रिपीटिंग इट कि वो अर्बन है या रूरल है. आई वॉज वेटिंग टू हियर योर सजेशंस. ओके.
Okay.
एंड व्हेन योर सजेशन केम, इट वाज अगेन ओनली ऑन द एजुकेशन पार्ट. ये कंटेंट में आपको यू नीड टू रिफाइन इट, राइट. आप इकोनॉमी अपने आप को सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट बता रहे हो, है ना. तो आपको अपने आप को डिफेंड करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू बी रेडी विथ 3 pointers और 4 pointers इमीडिएटली. दैट बॉस, ऐसे होगा डेवलपमेंट.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. ये एग्रीकल्चर की इतनी वर्कफोर्स है. थ्रो अगर तुम थोड़े भी कुछ फैक्ट्स फेंक दोगे ना विथ नंबर्स, सर, यू सी रूरल द वेस्टर्न और द ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश में इतना परसेंट रूरल पॉपुलेशन है, विच इतना परसेंटेज इज इन एग्रीकल्चर. So we need more policies for agriculture. Like now we are producing good amount of rice. We all know that eastern side of UP is good in producing rice. Paddy is famous. So we need more market. We need more channelization of the paddy that we are producing. We need to be clear in our exports. We need to secure some foreign markets so that we can directly, export our rice to those areas. So something like this. तो
Okay,
ये
sir.
हो गया ईस्टर्न पार्ट. वेस्टर्न पार्ट के लिए सिमिलरली यू कैन सजेस्ट समथिंग. तो यू हैव टू बी रेडी बिकॉज यू योरसेल्फ आर कॉलिंग योरसेल्फ सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट, राइट. सिर्फ एजुकेशन इज वेरी बेस, ठीक है, सबको पता है हाँ एजुकेशन की जरूरत है. वो बहुत जेनरिक हो गया सौरभ,
Okay,
है
sir.
ना. तुम एक एज ले रहे हो बोल के कि तुमको इकोनॉमिक्स आती है, तो दिखाओ उसको, राइट. बी प्रिपेयर्ड विथ, राइट. अरे नॉर्मल नॉर्मल गूगल पे डालो यार, how
Yes.
can we improve GDP of Uttar Pradesh,
Okay, sir. I will.
right? You will get 5-10 pointers, good pointers. You be ready with the numbers. When you give numbers to someone ना, तो वो एक अलग ही impression जाता है, right? When you start giving numbers is completely different story,
Okay,
है
sir.
ना. तो
Yes.
प्लीज राइट डाउन, ठीक है, लिखो इस चीज को. किसी को नहीं आती है, एमबीए के इंटरव्यू के लिए प्रिपेयर कर लो बस, ठीक है. रट लो थोड़ा बहुत, अगर आ जाता है तो थ्रो एट देम. ओके.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
तो दिस वाज ऑन दी दिस पार्ट. अगेन वाई एमबीए में जब आपने बोला कि यू वांट टू डू योर ओन बिजनेस एंड यू ट्राइड क्रॉकरी बिजनेस, राइट, ऑनलाइन, तो वो इसकी स्टोरी अच्छी बनाओ यार. यू डिड योर ओन बिजनेस, ठीक है, एंड यू आर अपियरिंग फॉर एमबीए इंटरव्यू. इसकी स्टोरी डायरेक्टली बनाओ कि सर, मतलब व्हाट आई सॉ वाज कि खुर्जा इज अ वेरी रूरल एरिया. There was no, although there the online selling of the pottery is picking up, but it is yet to see the light of the day that everything is being sold online. So I thought this can be a good platform that I know things are sold online. So I सबसे पहले तुमने procure कहाँ से की pottery? So I went and took the help of say 10 farmers or whatever, एंड वहां से मैंने डिजाइन्स देखे कि ये पॉटरी ज्यादा सेल हो सकती है. मैंने देखा कि ऑनलाइन किसकी किसकी लिस्टिंग सबसे टॉप पे आती है, राइट. ऐसा कुछ तुमने भेजा लगाया अपना, ठीक है, तुमने एक प्लान बनाया. तुम फिर वहां से तुमने ऑनलाइन सेल करना स्टार्ट किया. वहां से क्या हो रहा था, ये चैलेंज तुमको देखने को कि यार पैकेजिंग वाला प्रॉब्लम बहुत ज्यादा है. तो वो चीज यू आर नॉट एबल टू क्रैक although तुमने at least 2 to 3 things you tried for solving this issue. You went through packaging vendors, you tried bubble wrapping, you tried so and so wrapping, और उसके लिए तैयारी की, but still you were not able to do this break even कि मैं profit में आ जाऊँ. तो it was, although it was a good experience, good learn. हमेशा जो भी तुमने किया है, it should be in a positive note, right? And you did good यार, मतलब it takes courage to start anything. So you be proud about it. You say that I learned a lot. Okay, so show that confidence because you have done something. Okay, and on the sports part, although ये question थोड़ा कम chances हैं इसके आने के, but still when somebody says ना that I am a blue belt, मैंने house का, so this is a way of showing your leadership skills, right? That you have been a leader since your childhood. So it should appear that अच्छा ठीक है, ये बंदा is telling that he can be a leader. Okay, so he from here you can say, अगर कोई पूछता है कि कैसे क्या कर सकते हो, तो बोलो उनको, सर कॉर्पोरेट इवेंट्स होते हैं, आई विल बी लीडिंग माय टीम, or I'll push the talent team to conduct some sports events, and I'll lead the team.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to lead the team. तो
I can
हमेशा
manage. I can make tournaments of between officers.
correct, two offices, and this will keep the workforce also engaged, and I'll be able to fulfill myself by playing.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's a win-win situation for both the things, right? So this is giving you a window to show your leadership skills. Okay, use that. अगर in case ये question आता है, तो मतलब it should bang on, मतलब तुमको मजा आ जाना चाहिए कि फंस गया इंटरव्यू सामने वाला,
Yes,
राइट?
sir.
अब तो मैं इसको पूरा अपना लीडरशिप स्किल्स दिखा के ही मारूंगा, राइट?
Yes, sir.
तो यूज एवरीथिंग विच यू हैव रिटन इन योर सीवी, और जो भी वो फॉर्म होते हैं, राइट? एंड व्हेन यू आर सेइंग एनीथिंग लाइक सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट, तो you should be ready with the questions, because you are actually provoking them कि मैं सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट हूँ इकोनॉमी का, तो तुम मुझे उंगली कर रहे हो, तो मैं तो पूछूंगा, राइट?
Okay, sir.
तो इफ यू आर सेइंग बी रेडी, मतलब you can win the conversation by saying that and defending yourself that yes you know economy,
Yes, sir.
right? ठीक है सौरभ, good. And now we will quickly start with the other interview. शुभ का तो हो गया है, राइट? ओके, ओके, वी हैव सारांश.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
हाँ हाँ सौरभ, प्लीज.
सर एक्चुअली, सर मैंने ना मास्टर्स भी करा है, मतलब कि मैंने एक्चुअली में मतलब कि मैं गैप कर रहा था, गैप के बीच में मैंने मास्टर्स कर लिया था, तो मैं एक सेकंड ईयर में हूँ अभी।
ठीक है.
तो वो अगर मुझसे ऐसा भी तो पूछ सकते हैं कि आपने गैप लिया है फिर आप मास्टर्स करो, आपने पहले बिजनेस पहले क्यों नहीं स्टार्ट करा, अब क्यों आ रहे हो, ये सब।
मास्टर्स तो कौन से उसका कर
एम
रहा है,
कॉम।
मतलब एमकॉम? तो यू हैव टू जस्टिफाई देन व्हाई यू आर ट्राइंग फॉर एमबीए व्हाइल यू आर कंप्लीटिंग एमकॉम. ठीक
ओके
है,
सर।
जर्नी चल रही है, राइट? तेरी जर्नी जो चल रही है, तो बी कॉम, एम कॉम, एमबीए, ठीक है. एवरी जर्नी इज यूनिक, एवरी जर्नी इज अमेजिंग, बट यू हैव टू जस्टिफाई,
ओके सर।
राइट? यू हैव टू शो दैट दिस इज ऑर्गेनिक, दिस इज कमिंग ऑर्गेनिकली. तो नोबडी विल आस्क यू कि ये पहले क्यों नहीं किया, ये बाद में, बट जो जर्नी अभी चल रही है, एटलीस्ट दैट शुड बी वेरी क्लियर टू यू that yes, I am trying for MBA after MCOM because of this.
ओके सर।
क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है कि अगर तुम्हें MBA ही करना था तो MCOM क्यों?
यस सर।
ये बहुत नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन है. तो ये आएगा ही आएगा अगर सौरभ, तो बी रेडी, और इस क्वेश्चन को तू यूज कर सकता है कि मतलब आई लाइक लर्निंग, एमकॉम में मुझे बहुत अमेजिंग चीजें सीखने को मिली विच आई वांटेड टू लर्न एक्चुअली आफ्टर माय बीकॉम. सो देयर वाज अ सर्टेन स्पेशलाइजेशन विच आई वांटेड टू स्टडी, एंड आई, although professionally I don't want to continue working on that, I am now satisfied. Professionally I want to see myself as a manager or a leader who can manage teams, because on the professional side I feel I'm a more people person and I can do this. तो वो organically आना चाहिए, whatever your answer is, it
ओके
should come organically.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है, ओके, ठीक है. हाय हाय सारांश.
Hi, Akshay. Good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening. Yes, I think you were not there yesterday, right, Saransh?
Yes, yes. I was not. Yes.
Cool, cool. No worries. You know the context here, what is happening?
Interviews are happening.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है तो you're good to go.
Okay. Yes, yes.
ठीक है. What calls you have or what are you trying for अभी Saransh?
Currently, I have one call from Jim on 28th Jan, Goa Institute of Management, and then I have one call from ISDM Pune. Uh, बाकी अभी I will मतलब कुछ आता है तो फिर I will update.
ठीक है. Cool, cool यार. Very nice. ठीक है. Okay, so we'll start the interview, Saransh. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Saransh. How are you doing? Please tell me more about yourself.
Hi, good evening, sir. My name is Saransh Timbe. I have completed my currently I'm living in Lucknow, and I have completed my education from City Montessori School, Lucknow. Then I have done my graduation BTech in Mechanical Engineering from KIT Ghaziabad. Currently, I am working in CHE Asia Pacific as an automation engineer. I have 2 years of work experience working here. Uh, yes, sir.
Okay, you can you repeat your graduation? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I have done my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from KIT Ghaziabad.
Okay, KIT Hyderabad. Okay,
Ghaziabad,
and
Ghaziabad,
Ghaziabad. Okay,
Ghaziabad,
and
Gujarat.
you are currently working in.
CHE Asia Pacific as an automation engineer.
Okay, PhD automation engineer. Okay, so please tell me more about your work experience and what role you are playing.
Oh, so currently, firstly, I joined this company as a design engineer. Then I have internally switched to an automation engineer profile. So in this profile, we have a task of basically we get we have clients and they pitch us some automation tools they want to build for their uh, easement of the work. So automation basically means that the manual work they are performing, whatever the manual things they are doing, we need to automate that stuff and decrease the labor times and increase the efficiency and time savings on that. So we have clients like Google and AT&T. So we have made quite a lot of tools for them, and we are working upon them regularly and updating ourselves.
Okay, so how does your team look like? Who all are there? Who is your manager? And what is the team size?
This is a new team. It has started 1.5 years back, and we have a program manager, Mr. Tarun. He has done his MBA from IIM Ghaziabad, and I have my colleagues. Matlab, I'm the most junior in them, and most of the people are experienced of around 5 plus years, and uh, we have a team size of about 7 to 8 people.
Okay, okay, very nice. So, how do you feel being the most junior person in your team? How do you think your teammates treat you? How does your manager treats you?
My manager treats me very well, and my teammates are very comfortable and are easily approachable to me. As the most junior one in my team, I am always happy and to communicate with anyone in the team. If I have any queries, they are always ready to help me, be it my manager or my teammates. And I really feel to be my manager. Matlab, why I want to pursue an MBA is because of him only. I want to get into a mid-manager level position in the organization.
Okay, and you also said that you moved from design to automation engineer. So, what made you do that shift?
In the design domain, I was not able to increase my skill set, and I have a liking towards this team was starting in the starting phase only. So I got an opportunity. I got internal job openings. I gave interviews and I switch upon this because the task in the design thing was very monotonous. I worked around 1 year in that team. Then I moved to this automation team.
Okay, 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 understood. So, your aspiration to do an MBA is to get into a mid manager positions in a similar company that you are currently working, right?
Yes, I want to be a techno manager basically. Means I really like the way my manager handles the team and the resources basically. and how he handles the efficiently handles the clients and the pricing of the projects, how he deals with the clients. But the only way to get promoted on that position is an MBA degree, which I will be pursuing, and this will hone my skills also in that perspective.
Okay. Okay. So don't you think, Saransh, that a distance MBA will be more helpful because you will be able to continue your job as well as you will get a degree and the kind of management expertise that is needed. So you don't look like you need full-time MBA.
I have thought upon that. So I really need that 2 years MBA program because I want to increase my networking also. You don't means if I'm doing a distance MBA here, I want to get along with people, the real people, and meet them. I want to have my resources get increased, my networking get increased, so that whenever I am in a position to switch any organization or I want to get into another role, networking plays a very important part in the corporate world. So this networking will definitely help me in my future. I'm thinking about my future perspective, 5 to 10 years around that corner. So that will be a very beneficial for me to doing an MBA.
Okay. So if I ask you the difference between a distance MBA and a regular MBA, you see networking is the major difference here.
Yes,
Okay. And
networking will
any
play a
other
vital role.
points or only networking?
Uh, in the in there are many points I would like to add. Like when I will doing on campus MBA, there will be we will have an interaction with the faculties also. We will have some programs. I will be also able to increase my skill in various projects on campus, and I will also have some hands-on experience with the real projects, with the real-time scenarios also, and there will be more interaction for me and more ways to learn because people from different backgrounds will be there. Some will be senior to me, some will be junior to me, so I will be able to get into a well structured way. MBA will get into my mind, and I will know what happens in an MBA. If I do a distance MBA, I will be just sitting in front of my screen doing the lectures, no interaction. We have seen in the COVID times how a online thing works and how a physical college going thing works. So I guess it will be beneficial for me to get on campus MBA.
Okay. 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 Saransh, please tell me any one or any other failure that you have faced in life.
So I had faced a lot of failures in my life, first of all. So uh, the one I remember right now is like I was participating in a chess competition in my ninth or 10th grade. So I was really inclined towards chess at that time. So I have an open tournament and I had 10 matches. I lost all the 6 to 7 matches in that competition. So I always used to go. I will and if I lose the game, I always used to cry and come back home. So one day my dad got along with me, and that day I realized that things matter because I made a draw in that case in that game, and I I had taken that failure as my inspiration because I had my boards next year also. So I was ready to get failed and get back up. I was ready to bounce back. So that was my failure, and I learned from that failure to get bounce back at any condition.
Okay. Okay. Saransh, you appear to be a very fragile personality to me because when I say failure of your life, you are having this that you are having the this that you lost in a chess competition, and you think that this is a big failure. I can understand your emotions here, although, but I think an MBA will the kind
Coming
of
on,
rigor that is there in the curriculum.
mhm. Coming on to
Yeah.
failures, I have told I failed. I was able to recall that one first. Means I have failed a lot, a lot. I have failed in. I was 2018. We participated in the Baha event. We lost in that also. I have lost in my some startup plan competitions also, and I have some tragedies in life. I don't want to get into this, but if needed, I can explain them. And that was the biggest failure of my life, but I don't want to get into that right now.
Sure, sure. So, are you sure that you will be able to, contain the kind of rigor that is there, the kind of failure? Because once the summer placements will start and the academics will be going on, so you will be, hardly you will be able to get any sleep, hardly you'll be getting any food, and you will always be grilled by the placement companies, the professors. So, do you think you can handle it? I know you will say a yes, but
Yes.
I don't feel so really.
Okay, I will give you an example. I'm saying yes because I know I will be able to do it. I told you about a competition we participated in 2018. So in that case, it was same. It was a 1 year whole competition. We participated in Baha Natrix track and indoor, and we fabricated a vehicle, ATV vehicle. So in that case, we were grilled. We have some interviews in there. First of all, we have placements, not internship interviews. I was giving at that time also, and we used to work in the midnight also till 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, and then we used to attend the college in the morning 9 a.m. So I have seen that stuff. Means I have really seen that stuff, and I have been there in that position. I have been grilled by my seniors also, and I have taken the responsibilities, and I have honed my skills in that case also. So I will be definitely be in a position to take that pressure, that grilling pressure, that interview pressure, the academic pressure. I think I'm prepared for it. If not, I will definitely give it a try to be prepared for that.
Okay, okay. So, last question to you, Saransh, is share your any one or two weaknesses.
Uh, I have one weakness. If a work is assigned to me, I like to do it with a good detailing on that, because until it's not done, I'm not able to sit calmly and completely. I have been assigned a work. I will be not be in a mood to leave that work uncompleted until it's done. I'm not able to sit properly because my mind is always in that work only.
Understood. Saransh, I feel that, this is a made up, sugar coated weakness that you are, saying. Uh, is there any other weakness that you have, or, anything real?
uh, I have in the it was not sugar coated. It's really my weakness, and the one thing, it's there, I'm not good in trusting people. Means I have some trust issues with people sometimes. That's not my weakness, but sometimes it happens, and I think it's my weakness, because if I'm doing an MBA, I need to trust on my team upon many things. So I need to work upon this.
Okay, 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 Saransh. I think we have spent a good amount of time,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So we will stop the interview now. Okay. So first of all, good Saransh, you are a good candidate, right? You defended well, right? And easily I today, maybe others who are seeing this, they would have realized that today I am went a little extra mile to grill, right? So because your other parts were good enough, first of all. Okay. Uh, so I'll start with the feedback. You said that you told your work experience, which is good. Okay. On the part where you said, you shifted from design to automation. So on that part, you were right that एक साल हो गया है and I could not improve my skill set. Although uh, whenever such things happen, instead of bitching about the first part or the design part in your case, you talk more about the aspects or prospects that you saw in automation part. Okay. You say that design was completely amazing, although software पे ही काम करना रहता था, तो I became an expert and I thought this is good enough, but automation
Hmm.
was something which was really challenging. तो ऐसा कुछ स्टोरी बनाओ, कभी भी ये मत बोलो कि जो मैं काम कर रहा था वो मजेदार नहीं था. ओके.
Okay.
तो ये छोटा पॉइंट है बट ध्यान रखना. Okay. And when you talk about the work that you do, you said कि we automate everything that the client does. Right.
Yes.
So automation can be of anything and everything, right? So
Yes.
please give an example quickly.
Okay.
that for example, for Google was doing this manually and we automated it for them. A simple, it should be a very simple example so that a layman also can understand. Okay, they the panelist might be commerce का graduate. If you go into some coding or whatever, then उसका interest तुरंत हट जाएगा। एकदम बेसिक, कि पहले अगर हमें ऐसे करके डबल क्लिक मार के खोलना होता था और कंट्रोल एस दबा के सेव करना होता था, अभी वो एक क्लिक में दोनों काम हो जा रहा है, ऐसा कुछ। ठीक
ठीक।
है, इतना सिंपल होना चाहिए, सो दैट दे अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट डू यू डू। ओके,
हम्म,
एंड देन हाँ, डिस्टेंस एमबीए वाला क्वेश्चन विल कम बिकॉज यू आर वेरी क्लियर इन योर गोल। तो इट इज ऑब्वियस कि डिस्टेंस एमबीए शुड satisfy your need. So in case this comes, networking is one good point, but other points are also there and you should focus on those as well. Prepare at least 3 points. Okay, networking ka you covered very well, but it was looking like networking ही हो रहा है।
okay.
तो cover 2 more points कि in real when we do and interact it is you came there later when I मतलब second part में जब मैंने वापस से पूछा then you came with those points. So please throw those points as well in the first attempt itself. Okay, and failure पे जब I asked you, तो that is where I grilled you also, right? Because failure is something which थोड़ा सा और better हो सकता है. You need not bring your personal issues. It is
हम्म,
very much fine. But maybe the second part where दो बाहा वाला जो event है आपका,
हम्म,
तो bring that, make a good story. Okay, कि
ठीक है।
मैंने इतना इतना काम किया और लास्ट मोमेंट पे वो फट गया, ऐसा कुछ। ठीक है,
और
उसके बाद
हम्म,
okay, just let me complete this. Failure, I was talking about this yesterday, so whoever joined today, please take a note of this. Whenever you talk about your failures and your weaknesses, it should be followed with what steps you are taking or what heroic you did. Okay, you failed in your bahas, suppose you did a lot of hard work और last moment पे वो नहीं चला, engine नहीं on हुआ,
हम्म,
but what are your learnings out of this मतलब ये हमेशा failure के बाद learning आएगी, to show that you are a positive person, that you look beyond your failures, okay, and what you learn from your failure. Similarly weakness में भी, when you say that last में जब weakness मैंने पूछा, you said एक तो ट्रस्ट वाला पॉइंटर आई एम नॉट श्योर यार कि कितना सही है ना, क्योंकि
हम्म,
ट्रस्ट नहीं होगा तो मैनेजमेंट में तो
मैनेजमेंट
थोड़ा
में तो
मुश्किल
दिक्कत नहीं है।
है ना। तो बट इट कैन बी अ गुड थिंग ऑल्सो सरांश, बिकॉज नॉट एवरी वन विल से दैट। ओके, तो ठीक है, इफ यू आर सेइंग इट, ट्रस्ट इश्यूज हैं, कोई बात नहीं,
हम्म,
ट्रस्ट इश्यूज हैं, उसके बाद क्या, हाउ आर यू वर्किंग ऑन इट टू इम्प्रूव। यू
ठीक है।
जस्ट सेड कि आई हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट टू इम्प्रूव, नो, यहाँ पे तुम गलत हो गए यार। You said two examples that what I am doing to improve.
हम्म,
Okay, so that will make your answer complete. Failure or weakness हमेशा should be followed with what you are doing about it. Okay,
ठीक।
ठीक है, any question that you were having?
If I highlighted some things like bar event or some design competition I have participated, so it will be giving them a loophole also to they can dig into that. And अगर मैं उस चीज़ को नहीं बता पाया ढंग से, so I'm not able to fabricate in a good manner in that means मतलब तो मैं फंसने का फिर चांसेस है उसमें, तो फिर मैं
वो
क्योंकि फिर वो उसके
बहा,
टेक्निकल्स में भी घुस सकते हैं अगर कोई बंदा हो गया
हाँ हाँ
तो
हाँ हाँ।
अगर मुझे टेक्निकल उस टाइम पे जैसे टाइम हो गया है बीटेक के होते थोड़ी चीज़ें नहीं आती वापस रिकॉल नहीं होती, तो फिर
हम्म।
वो फिर एक नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट करेगा कि तुमने किया है
नहीं
पर
नहीं,
तुम्हें पता
तो
ही नहीं।
तुमने किया है बहा वाला इवेंट की, खुद से किया
हम्म,
है,
जी।
थोड़ा सा रिकॉल कर लो, लिख लो कहीं पे कि तुमने क्या क्या किया था, इन केस कोई बहुत ज्यादा घुस गया, ठीक है,
हम्म,
कि बिल्कुल उस पे चला गया कि फ्यूलिंग कितनी रखी थी इंजन में, है ना,
हम्म,
6000 आरपीएम पे कितनी फ्यूलिंग हो रही थी,
हम्म,
इस तरीके का अगर कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ देता है तो यू कैन पोलाइटली से सर कि मतलब आई डोंट रिमेम्बर दी टेक्निकलिटीज, आई रिमेम्बर मतलब व्हाट वी डिड इन जनरल एंड मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें थी एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू, तो सी बाहा इवेंट में यू पार्टिसिपेटेड, इट इज अ गुड थिंग टू शो। ओके,
हम्म,
डोंट थिंक कि अगर कोई घुसेगा और मैं नहीं बता पाया तो बैड इंप्रेशन, ठीक है, वहां पे यू कैन पोलाइटली से दैट सर फ्रैंकली आई डोंट रिमेम्बर नाउ। ओके,
ओके।
तो इट इज वेरी ऑब्वियस कि थोड़ा पूछेंगे. मैं खुद एक मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर हूँ, मैंने भी ऑटोमोटिव सेक्टर में काम किया है यार. तो मेरा भी मन कर रहा था उस डायरेक्शन में जाने का, बट टाइम लिमिट भी है यहाँ पे, है ना.
और
वो
मैं फंसता उसका
अट्रैक्टिव है.
कुछ तो फंसता मेरा.
तो वो अट्रैक्टिव चीज है यार. खुद ही सोचो यार, तेरे से अगर कोई बोलेगा, ठीक है, कि मैंने बाहर इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेट, तेरा भी मन करेगा ना घुसने का.
एक बार के
तो
लिए तो एक सवाल पूछना ही पड़ा.
हाँ, कि यार क्या तेरा क्या रोल था, है ना, कि क्या स्ट्रक्चर बनाया था, फ्रेमिंग कैसी थी, ठीक है, इंजन के बारे में पूछ सकते हैं. तो बट इट इज अ गुड थिंग दैट यू आर अ टीम मेंबर टू टीम पर्सन, राइट. तो दिस कैन हेल्प, ऑलवेज टेल.
एक बार मतलब बेसिक टेक्निकल तो थोड़ा उसके बारे में मतलब ऑटोमोबाइल का पढ़ के
हाँ
जाऊंगा.
बहुत. हाँ थोड़ा सा तो पढ़ ले यार, है ना.
हाँ, तो फिर तो कुछ अगर पूछ लिया और वो थोड़ा ज्यादा ही इजी हो गया तो फिर गलत इम्पैक्ट आ जाएगा. ठीक
हाँ अगर, हाँ थोड़ा बेसिक
है.
कर ले.
ठीक है.
राइट. ठीक है, एनीथिंग एल्स आरांश?
Good for now. If I have any issue, I will continue.
श्योर श्योर, ओके. थैंक्स आरांश, गुड.
Thank you so much for it.
Now we can have Manas. Your
Hello.
video is very clear here, so that made me to pick you.
Right.
ठीक है. So Manas, before we start, what calls you have, or
So I'm expecting calls from all new and baby IIMs, IITs, Kanpur, Roorkee, and Kharagpur, and all the other IITs, NMIMS Mumbai, and SIBM Pune and SEMHRD.
cool, very nice. ठीक है Manas, so we will start with the
So,
interview. Yeah.
so
Uh, Hi Manas, please introduce yourself.
good evening, sir. My name is Manas Goyal, and I'm a resident of Noida, Uttar Pradesh. And I'm currently pursuing my undergraduation in computer science engineering from JSS Noida. While in my in my 10th standard, I was the national topper in CBSE boards in the computer science category. While in college, I've had three major internships. One is in financial consultancy in Grant Thornton. Second is in the construction business, and third is in the smart meter business. So these are the three major internships I've concluded in my college days. Other to this, in my extracurricular activities, I am also the president of an NGO society in my college. Alongside, I'm also the fest secretary and the sponsorship head of my college. My hobbies include social service work, traveling, and event management. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay, nice. Good to know you, Manas. First thing first, you said that you are a computer science topper of your school. You are
Yes.
pursuing computer science engineering, which is very
Yes.
nice. So don't you think that you should spend some time in job with a CS role that should satisfy your hunger and the kind of brilliant student you have been in computer science?
Sure, sir. So, sir, I'd like to club my knowledge of computer science with my internship details. So, I'd like to elaborate on my internship. So, in Grant Thornton, I was employed as a software intern in the financial risk advisory department. There I learned like how my technical knowledge was contribute to the finance domain, right? So there was I was like the sole developer of of a tool that would do financial analysis of a portfolio of an individual, right? So there also I also learned like my tech knowledge was not only limited to only tech products, but how it would be beneficial on a larger scale, be it finance or marketing or sales. Because in my college, as I'm in my sponsorship team also, I've also built a tech dashboard to attract sponsorships from various big tech companies, right? So the possibility of using my tech in other roles is what compels me to like indulge in an MBA.
Uh, so what else do you think a computer science graduate would do otherwise, Manas? If suppose a brilliant student like you goes into a company like Google,
Yes,
so
sir.
don't you think the kind of the aspirations that you have will be fulfilled in Google?
They might be. So see, the thing is that if I get into it, first of all, there's a very far-fetched dream for many of us computer science students. But if I get into Uber, I'll be for starters, I'll be a fresh undergrad, right? So I would be expected to do very hardcore technical work. For me, in my professional career, I would want a head start, and to manage things. I have an experience of managing things better along with my technical knowledge. So for me, as an aspirational thing, I won't like to be associated with very hardcore technical stuff in the beginning of my career. I want to head start with a management role.
Okay. 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 So you said that you did financial analysis of individuals when in
Yes,
your grant thought and
yes, sir.
internship. So can you expand on that? What did you do?
Sure, sir. So, my internship, I was headed by a partner in the company. He was in Deloitte previously. So he showed me his analysis. So in Deloitte, there was this tool that a person who has investments in gold, mutual funds, or any n number of investments in any n number of category, he or she would obviously want an analysis by a reputed company that is also it has various government permissions, etc., like the trust factor. So Grant Thornton, being a very big name in the financial consultancy domain, a similar software wherein users can have an analysis of the investments, their good investments, their bad investments, what alternate investments they can make from a reputed institute, from a reputed organization like Grant Thornton, would create a very big market opportunity for the organization. So I did this. I learned there. So mic is on mute. Sorry, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, sure. So, understood, Manas. Can you elaborate more on your NGO experience that you are having in your institute?
Sure, sir. So, from in the very beginning of my school days, also, I in the school council also I was a social service captain, and now in my college days I'm like heading an NGO. So my affinity towards social welfare schemes is has been since childhood. So I found a very big opportunity in my college. So the society's name is Youth for a Cause. So it doesn't it caters to a lot of underprivileged section of the society, be it orphans, old age homes, or people with a economically weaker section, in the economically weaker section. So um, I, as the president of the society, maintain the balance between all the sections, and how to contribute equally to them. So I lead a society of about 180 to 190 people. So I have divided the groups into three groups of 60 people each. That's approximately 60 people each. One section of the society looks after the economically weaker students. One section looks after the old age homes, and one section looks after all the disabled or differently abled population, right? So therein we through our college also we have raised a lot of investments in the NGO domain, and we were also nominated by the UP government for our contributions through our college only. So yeah, this is pretty much my background in the work in NGO
Right,
domain.
right. When you say, Manas, that the certain population looks after differently abled certain population, so what is looking after means here?
Sure, sir. NGO work has to be regular and not on a specific day of a specific month, according to me. So, my perspective of dividing the population into three groups was to every week there has to be some event which equally benefits all the three groups that we are targeting. Hence the division.
Understood about the division, Manas. Although
Yes,
I
sir.
am asking, what do they do about differently abled people, or
Okay,
say,
so
yeah.
we have a social outreach program. So, for example, the old age home department looks after all the old age homes in a specific region that our college is in. Also, it has outreach programs for international schemes also. So, if we get reached out by any international organization for any old age home contribution, then that team would work on that. So, all the social outreach is done by them. Hence.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Okay, Manas, tell me, what are your opinions on rural development of Uttar Pradesh?
Rural development. Okay. Right. So, sir, the rural development of as in not economically weaker, just the rural development.
Rural development in general of your state, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, sir. So, so can I take just a minute to think about it?
Sure, sure.
Right. Can I start? Sure. So, sir, my experiences in rural development have been limited. However, I have had 2 to 3 experiences that I can substantiate my answer on.
Uh,
So, first,
Before you start, Manas, it
yes,
is
sir.
not necessarily be upon the your experience, but I
Yes, sir.
would like to have your opinion or suggestions.
Right, sir. So, can these suggestions be on my experience or general?
It can be anything.
Okay, sir. So, the very first thing in that is related to rural development will be the education at the very basic level, the upliftment of women. These are the two things that the government can aim or is aiming for the rural section of a society. So, number one point being education. The roots of the education, sir, would only have a positive effect on the development of a rural sector as a whole. If the literacy rate among rural households gets increased to a substantial amount, the population shifting from rural households to urban households will increase, and hence India, being a developing country, will be on the path to be a developed country. So, from a rural perspective, the journey of India from being a developing to a developed country will only be possible through a change in the education sector and the rural sector. Second is the upliftment of women. In if we talk about the upliftment of women, so in urban areas, the the percentage of women in corporates is much higher, or the literate population of women in urban areas is much higher than the literate population of women in rural areas, and hence this is a big gap that the government should focus on. So these are the two things.
Your answer suggests, Manas, that migrating population from rural to urban areas
Yes, sir.
would do half of the development.
Mhm.
Don't you think the urban areas are overpopulated already? We are stuck in traffics, the pollution. So instead of migrating people from rural to urban areas, can we not have development in
Yes,
rural areas itself?
yes, sir. That was, now that I look at it, it was a mistake on my part. Development would be a rather better option than migrating. That is true. Yes, sir. So, like, but for me, according to what I was thinking at that time, migrating was seemed to me a better option for a faster growth. But yes, for a sustainable growth, development is a better option.
Manas, have you heard about the term apartheid?
No, sir.
Okay, have you ever read about anything on racial discrimination?
Yes, like I've read articles on that, but not extensively.
Okay, do you think there exists any racial discrimination in India?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Uh,
what is it?
so the northeastern community faces a racial discrimination. There is discrimination by skin color also.
Okay, 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 Manas. Okay, I think we have spent some good amount of time. Yeah, so we'll stop the interview now.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. ठीक है. So good, Manas. You are a good candidate, first of all.
Thank you,
Right?
sir.
You speak very well. You have clarity of thoughts, and articulation is also very nice. Kudos for that.
Thank you, sir.
And yes, this question will obviously come here
Yes,
कि
sir.
अभी तू फाइनल ईयर में है तो इट इज इजी उंगली
Hmm.
करना कि हाँ भाई जॉब क्यों नहीं करनी है, एमबीए
Right,
क्यों
sir.
करना है, तो दिस इज नॉर्मल एंड यू हैव अ गुड आंसर आल्सो टू दैट एंड ऑल्सो ऑन द पार्ट वेयर यो ग्रैंड थ्रॉटन का जो तेरा एक्सपीरियंस है
Yes, sir.
So you explained it quite well. है ना?
Yes.
You explained कि what exactly the project was, and then
Yes.
you told कि मैंने क्या किया. So this
Yes.
is the right way of telling. Right? On the extracurricular part, the NGO part, I think it is good. ये made up है या real है?
नहीं, रियल है सर पूरा.
Real है, ठीक है, ठीक है. तो in case there is any question on like how do you do sponsorship, or how do
Yes, sir.
you do fund management of this NGO, because you are saying that you are heading an NGO.
Yes, sir.
सबसे पहले एनजीओ का सबसे पहली चीज आती है कि पैसा कहाँ से आ रहा है,
पैसे. Of
और
course.
क्या स्ट्रेटजीज हैं दैट यू आर ब्रिंगिंग मोर मनी.
Yes, sir.
राइट? तो दैट थिंग शुड बी वेरी क्लियर टू यू. ओके, आई एम होपिंग कि वो क्लियर है.
Clear है sir, but I'll like research more. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, ठीक है.
Yes,
एंड
sir.
since I saw that that you are very confident and very thorough in your experience and everything, that
Yes.
is why I brought in rural development.
Right, sir.
Okay, I
Right.
wanted you to get into a back foot.
Right. Yes,
तो
sir.
मैंने जानबूझ के थ्रो किया अचानक से, एंड
Yes, sir.
यू डिड गुड दैट यू टुक सम टाइम.
Yes, sir.
ऑल्दो वो टाइम लेने के बाद भी कंटेंट, ऑब्वियसली यार, आई वाज नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग आल्सो मच
Right, sir.
तू एकदम से सजेशंस देने लगेगा.
Right,
तो
sir.
इट वाज गुड, बट व्हाटएवर यू आर सेइंग, कीप इट एकदम मिनिमाइज करके. You say that I have limited understanding and I am yet knowing about things. There can be political questions to you, Manas, because looking at you, you are thorough with your experience and what you did in your internships. तो अगर तेरी लेनी होगी ना, तो बहुत इजी है कि इसको पता है कि ये फोर्थ ईयर का बच्चा आया है, इसको
Yes, sir.
इकोनॉमी में ले चलता है,
Right.
पॉलिटिक्स में ले चलता है. ठीक
Right.
है? हाउ डू यू थिंक द करंट यूपी गवर्नमेंट इज बेटर देन द प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट्स? राइट? ये क्वेश्चन अब पता है ना, दिख रहा है कि तुझे लिमिटेड नॉलेज ही होगी.
Right, sir.
ठीक है? तो अगर इंटरव्यूअर का मूड बन गया ना कि यार इसको तो आता है, इसकी लेते हैं,
Right, sir.
तो जानबूझ के ये सब में घुसेगा.
Hmm.
तो ऑन योर पार्ट व्हाट यू कैन डू इज रीड अबाउट योर स्टेट अ लिटिल बिट.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? दैट कैन बी समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा माइल दैट यू कैन गो. ओके,
Right.
रीड अबाउट योर स्टेट. नोएडा, यूपी के बारे में बेसिक पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है?
Yes.
इकोनॉमी स्पेशली. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
बेसिक्स ऑफ इकोनॉमी, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू डू एन एमबीए, so
Yeah.
they expect you to know things.
Right.
Right? So
Got it.
there can be questions that don't you think कि नोएडा को extra advantage है एनसीआर के बगल में होने से? If you think Noida was in the eastern part of Uttar Pradesh, how
Yes, sir.
would it be? ऐसा कुछ भी आ सकता है. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Just read a little bit about your state, Uttar Pradesh, and your city a little bit. ठीक है? What
Okay, sir.
industries are coming, how more development can happen in Noida and by using Noida in Uttar Pradesh.
Right, sir.
Right? So
Right.
that is something which is extra mile, I'll say again. But since you are doing good already, why should you not walk that extra mile, right?
Right, sir. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do that.
Yes, sir. So just one question, sir. Can I be asked on college comparisons in the interview? Like, since I've got a call, so they might ask me, why not join this college? Why in this? Like, how should I prepare for college specific things?
Is you are revealing how many calls you have got?
So should I reveal? Like, since you asked, so should I like be modest about it and not reveal everything?
यार, टू बी ऑनेस्ट मानस, आई डोंट नो दिस. मैंने यार एक ही
Yes.
कॉलेज के लिए अप्लाई किया था. ठीक
Yes,
है?
sir.
तो मैं यहाँ पे ना कुछ रैंडम सोच के बोलूँ उससे बेटर है तुम लोग दिव्या सर से पूछना.
Done, sir.
He will help you here. Okay?
Sure, sir.
मैं आई एम नॉट द बेस्ट पर्सन टू टेल यू ऑन
Right,
दिस.
sir. Yes.
राइट?
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
ठीक है, ठीक है. गुड मानस. नाउ विल क्विकली स्टार्ट another interview. Harshita,
Yes, sir.
are you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. So Harshita, before starting, what calls have you got, or what is something that you
So
are looking
currently,
at?
calls from I am Vizag and Kozhikode, and I am expecting calls from CAP.
Okay, okay, very nice. Koi code.
Yes, sir.
Okay, big.
Yes, sir. I got 91.90 marks this year in CAT. Plus, I belong to the non-creamy layer of OBC, so I could clear all that.
Cool, cool. Very nice, very nice. So let's try to convert, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. ठीक है, ठीक है, Harshita. So we'll quickly start. Hi Arshita, please introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. My name is Harshita Yadav. I was born and brought up in the city of Nawabs, Lucknow. I completed my graduation in as Bachelor's of Business Administration from Lucknow Public College of Professional Studies. And after a few internships from there, currently I am working as an accountant in with V. Avasthi and Arvind Shree's Chartered Accountants.
Okay, okay. So you're currently working. Can you please expand more on your role? What do you do?
So I normally file taxes for their clients and plus file ITRs and taxes mostly.
Okay, okay. So is it a team effort or do you handle the clients individually?
Uh, Initially, I interned with them for some time. So then I had to report directly to a chartered accountant, my senior. But now I can handle, with all the experience and everything, I think I can handle a few things. Sometimes when I do not understand something, I ask them for their guidance and everything. But the basic things like the ITRs, the hedge and everything, the very basic things, I can handle them all.
Okay, and how much time have you spent in this role?
uh, I interned from with them from July to September. Then I took some time. I was offered a job over there, but I took some time off because I had to prepare for the CAT exam also. So I rejoined them as a permanent job from December 2023.
Okay, so it has been 2 months only that you are working full time with them.
1 month actually from December I joined. So the whole of December and January is currently going on.
Okay, okay. So why don't you, why don't you want to continue in this job and pursue an MBA?
Uh, because I have done my bachelor's in business administration. So initially, when I started to do my bachelor's, I was, I mean, I thought of getting my own startup and everything. I mean, I did not know a lot about it, but I thought the bachelor's degree would help me understand more about it, and I would eventually have my own startup. But as I completed my bachelor's degree, I realized I did not know a lot about it, and I needed to have a lot of knowledge about it. So so after experimenting with a few areas as internships, I landed upon this finance internship with the chartered accountants, and then I decided upon doing an MBA from the finance sector over there.
Okay, so your goal, Harshita, is to have your own startup, and so for that
No,
you
sir,
did.
sir, it was in the starting, but then when I actually studied my bachelor's, and when I actually got out and realized, experienced all those kinds of things, I realized that I would work better in a company in the finance sector.
Okay, so you want to pursue an MBA because you want to work in the finance sector of a organization.
Yes, sir.
So don't you think that you can do it with the current role and jumping to another company? Because already you are doing sort of a financial into a financial role.
So I am right now just a graduate, and graduates are not being paid well enough. And to have enough of head start, that I need to have an MBA degree, at least a PG degree. I have to have that.
Okay, so you are saying that you are pursuing MBA to get a higher salary.
Not really a higher salary. I mean, a little bit. I can't say that.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. So, what are your goals, like long-term goals? How do you see yourself after 10 years?
I see myself working a stable enough job for that time being.
So, can it be any job? The current job that you are doing after 10 years, if you see yourself in the current job role?
No, sir, I do not see. I am currently working as a junior accountant. I have to report to a lot of people, and then I have to get my work cross-checked many times and everything. So definitely do not see myself doing that. Do not want to do that 10 years later. I want to be able to handle my own task, whatever they are assigned to me, without the fear of letting people wrong.
Okay. Okay. Understood, Harshita. So, tell me three good things and three bad things about your state, Uttar Pradesh.
Uh, Three good things about my state would be the vast architecture. We have the capital city of Lucknow. We have the Awadhi architecture of there, which is mostly a blend of the British, mostly a blend of the British architecture that we could found in the 1860s to 1920. Then the cuisine of Uttar Pradesh is pretty famous. The North Indian cuisine. A lot of people just visit Uttar Pradesh for its cuisine. And
Mhm.
another thing for Lucknow would be the
I think you
culture.
misheard my question, Harshita. I asked you about three good things and bad things about your state, Uttar Pradesh, not Lucknow.
Okay, so my state, Uttar Pradesh. Also, I could say the architecture is pretty fabulous. We have one of the seven wonders of the world, Taj Mahal, here in Uttar Pradesh in Agra, and the cuisine part, as I would like to say, was in goes on for the whole state of Uttar Pradesh. And the third thing would be
Okay, let's move on to the bad things then. What things do
bad
you
things.
see that can be improved in your state?
The crime rate in Uttar Pradesh is pretty high, plus the illiteracy of the people is also pretty high, and I think the male to female ratio is also pretty bad.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions to improve on the sex ratio?
Education would be the first step, I think so. Female infanticide is prevalent even today. So I think education to the people would prevent that.
Okay. Okay. So, tell me one or two of your weaknesses.
I have stage fright, as you can very much right now see that. I have been trying to let go of it. I push myself to work in conditions and projects that require one-on-one talks to people and clients, so that I can overcome it. Plus, I tend to be fussy at the details for the works that I have assigned, not just in the professional life, but in daily day-to-day life too.
Okay. So, you are saying that you are a perfectionist, Harshita.
Uh, kind of.
Okay. So, can you give me an example where you have shown an extraordinary perfectionism?
So I have so very recently in my work role, I have been preparing audit reports, and can I have a minute?
Sure, sure.
So okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been preparing audit reports for the. So my seniors have gone to various UP tourism resorts on places. So I have been preparing audit reports from them, and I believe I f- I mean they are the reports that I have been given to prepare, the rough work I have been given to prepare of, they are mostly from state government institutions, whether they are state or central. They are from government institutions, and we all know the institutions, they do not have a proper they do not have a proper way of doing things. Most of the time something will be neglected, or some record of something will be there, the receipts and everything. And most of the time when I am given those reports to form of, I usually find a lot of faults in it. And then those reports have to those rough calculations or the rough work that I have been given to perform to prepare those reports, so they have to be sent back for their mistakes and mismatches and everything.
Okay. 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 Cool. I'll stop the interview here, Harshita. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Relax. ठीक है. ठीक है. So how do you think your interview go?
Sir, I think I actually got a lot of stage fright right now, and I just, even if I wanted to express something, I could not in that moment.
Okay. So what are you doing to overcome this or to give a better experience in the interview?
So I have been like trying to talk to people where I work in, to people that I am not actually familiar with. Like I actually take up client meetings and everything just because, so that I can express myself somewhere when I need to express myself.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Understood, Harshita. This is not an interview अभी. I am asking you because interview में तुम्हारा experience अच्छा होना चाहिए, right? अभी we are concerned more on that, right? Overall, if you are doing that, it's good. But interview
सर
में
नहीं, मैं ये जो स्टेज फ्राइट होता है, मैं इसी के लिए कोशिश करती हूँ, मतलब मैं ऐसे घर पे तो लोगों से ऐसे बात नहीं कर सकती। तो मैं जब ऑफिस जाती हूँ तो वहाँ पे मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि मैं मतलब ऐसे जो क्लाइंट्स आते हैं, वो लोग एक्चुअली मोस्टली गुस्से में ही आते हैं और वो सब रहता है। तो मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि मतलब उन लोग से इस तरह बात करें या फिर कुछ करें कि मतलब थोड़ा-सा वो हो जाए कि हाँ, हम अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कर पा रहे हैं बेटर उसमें।
ठीक है. ठीक है, हर्षिता. गुड. 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 गुड थिंग. ठीक है, आपको कंटिन्यू करते रहो. बट अभी आपका इंटरव्यू है, राइट? कुछ दिनों में
यस।
आईआईएम से और ये सब. तो उसके लिए अभी हमें क्या करना है कि जो भी ऑब्वियस क्वेश्चंस हैं, राइट, अबाउट योर जॉब, अबाउट योर जर्नी, इंट्रोड्यूस योर सेल्फ, इसको लिखना है,
यस सर।
राइट? इसको बिल्कुल थरो होना चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट यू नीड टू राइट इट डाउन. Okay, there are many things that you need to write down, read 5 to 10 times, so that you know कि अगर ये क्वेश्चन आया तो मुझे ये बोलना है, right? It should be very
यस।
clear. So you started with I'll go point by point now. जो you said about when I asked you why do you want to pursue MBA, it was not very clear. Okay,
ओके।
you started with that you wanted to do a startup and then you did bachelor's and then you realized that you cannot do a startup after the bachelor's. So it sounds like कि okay, तो MBA शायद इसलिए करना है कि स्टार्टअप खोलना है. बट देन यू सेड नहीं नहीं, वो तो पहले था, वो खत्म हो. तो वो जो आपने जो ये जो छोटी सी एक स्टोरी है, इसका कोई यूज ही नहीं था वहां पे, राइट?
सर आई कैन नॉट हियर यू, द नेटवर्क इज।
आई थिंक हर्षिता आपका थोड़ा सा हैंग हो रहा है. और इज इट, हाँ, टू.
मेरा तो अभी तक आप जो भी बोल रहे थे।
कोई बात नहीं. तो जो आपने, जब मैंने पूछा व्हाई यू वांट टू परस्यू मास्टर्स, राइट, यू
यस
सेड
सर।
कि आई वांटेड टू डू अ स्टार्टअप, देन आई डिड बैचलर्स, आई रियलाइज कि बैचलर्स के बाद मैं नहीं कर सकती स्टार्टअप, आई एम नॉट इक्विप्ड इनफ. तो इट साउंड्स लाइक कि आप एमबीए इसलिए करना चाहते हो कि शायद आपको स्टार्टअप, एमबीए के बाद थोड़ी क्लैरिटी आएगी तो आप स्टार्टअप कर पाओ. बट देन यू सेड नहीं नहीं, वो तो मेरा खत्म हो गया था, नाउ आई वांट टू बी टू अ फाइनेंस रोल. तो वो जो कहानी थी छोटी सी, वो मतलब रिडंडेंट हो गई है, राइट? तो वाई एमबीए वाला क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू राइट, okay, that you
यस
are
सर।
doing this is your clear thing that you want to pursue MBA. It can be the reason कि हाँ ठीक है स्टार्टअप करना है, ठीक है, नहीं करना है तो फाइनेंस में काम करना है, उसके लिए आई नीड मोर नॉलेज और यू नो. तो prepare your answer in writing,
Okay, sir.
right? And वही बोलना है, ठीक है? अगर आप मिक्स करोगी दो तीन चीजें ना, तो it does not give a good impression, right?
Okay, sir.
So you can prepare on that. Second part, the goal. Your goal was not very clear, right? वहां पे आप फंस गए कि you were not clear about 10 years down the line तुमको क्या करना है, right? So these things, write down, take help from your friends, take help from Joshi sir, right? These things are very basic, Arshita, and should be very clear,
Okay, sir.
right? कि हाँ मैं 10 साल बाद अपने, you have to be passionate about it, that yes, 10 years down the line I am seeing myself into a big financial, firm, into a managerial position, managing at least 2 to 3 clients with having 20 to 25 people under me. So
Okay,
I
sir.
want to see myself into that. So some, passion should be visible कि हाँ ये बंदी को पता है कि ये यहाँ जाने वाली है, right? So
Yes,
that
sir.
impression you have to leave on the panel. Okay, so write down
Yes, sir.
on the three things, good and bad about Uttar Pradesh, right? So it was looking obviously that you were not prepared, right? Read a little bit about your state, your city. Your city तक तो आप अच्छा कर रहे थे, है ना? क्यूजीन और आर्किटेक्चर. जब मैंने बोला कि यूपी में करना है, तो आपने वही फिट कर दिया कि नहीं नहीं वो क्यूजीन भी पूरा यूपी का. अब अगर मुझे ग्रिल करना होता तो मैं बोल देता कि लखनऊ के अलावा कहाँ का क्यूजीन यूपी का अच्छा है, तो आप फंस जाते हैं वहां पे, राइट? तो थोड़ा
Okay, sir.
पढ़ लो यूपी के बारे में, क्योंकि इफ यू आर गोइंग टू स्टेट लाइक केरला, राइट, कोझिकोड में आप जा रहे हो, and you are saying that I am a female coming from Uttar Pradesh, so they might ask you ki what challenges do you see being a female in a state of Uttar Pradesh? How do you see that women empowerment कैसे हो सकता है वहां पे, right? So you identify yourself कि I am a person coming from a state, I'm a female, so what question can come, right? तो
Okay, sir.
थिंक एंड राइट डाउन, खुद से ही क्वेश्चंस लिखो. यहाँ लखनऊ के बारे में पूछ सकते हैं, अभी थोड़ा बहुत पॉलिटिक्स है, तो बेसिक, अगर किसी ने पूछ लिया, यहाँ भी बताओ ये योगी गवर्नमेंट कैसी है, तो आई शुड हैव एन ओपिनियन दैट या इट इज गुड इन दिस, इट इज बैड इन दिस, आई थिंक दे शुड इम्प्रूव ऑन दिस, सम बेसिक एटलीस्ट यू शुड नो, राइट? इट गिव्स एन इम्प्रेशन दैट यू नो थिंग्स अराउंड यू, विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, यू कैन डू दैट, इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील. राइट डाउन, नॉर्मल विकिपीडिया का पेज भी पढ़ लोगे ना, तो भी कुछ एटलीस्ट बोलने लायक हो जाओगे, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
सो दैट इज देयर. एंड जैसे अगर आप कोई एग्जांपल दे रहे हो कि आप परफेक्शनिस्ट हो, या मतलब यू आर फजी अबाउट द डिटेल्स, देन एज आई सेड, यू हैव टू बी रेडी विद द स्टोरी. ओके,
Okay.
आपकी स्टोरी में भी जब मैंने जानबूझ के चेक करने के लिए पूछा कि इफ यू आर रेडी विद द स्टोरी, तो then you are thinking and you are making up a story, right?
Yes, sir.
वो हो सकता है हुआ होगा, बट कोई एक चीज, इंसिडेंट आप सोच के वहां पे आप स्टोरी बनाने की कोशिश उस पॉइंट पे कर रहे हो. तो उस पॉइंट पे जब आप करोगे तो ऑब्वियसली फंबल करोगे, कुछ का कुछ बोलोगे. तो ये सब चीजें ना लिख लो. स्ट्रेंथ, वीकनेस, सक्सेस, फेलियर, लॉन्ग टर्म गोल, शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स, ये सब एक छोटे छोटे पैराग्राफ्स में 2 to 3 points फॉर ईच, राइट? एंड ईच शुड बी हैविंग अ स्मॉल स्मॉल स्टोरीज. बस सोच लो कि हाँ यार, अगर मुझे किसी ने परफेक्शनिस्ट वाला बोल दिया, तो मैं अपने बैचलर्स के टाइम की वो वाली स्टोरी सुना दूंगा, ठीक है? ऐसा कुछ हैव इन माइंड, ओके? अदरवाइज वहां पे इफ यू फंबल, इट विल, व्हाई लीव एनीथिंग, राइट? बी परफेक्ट when you are saying that you are perfect,
Yes.
right?
I'll try my best.
ठीक है, तो बी कॉन्फिडेंट, यू विल डू गुड, यू हैव गुड कॉल्स, अर्शिता, राइट? यू कैन डू अमेजिंग, ओके? जस्ट राइट
Okay, sir.
डाउन थिंग्स, स्पेंड सम टाइम, डू सम हार्ड वर्क. इट्स अ बिग थिंग इन योर लाइफ यार, है ना? हैविंग अ कॉल फ्रॉम अ बिग इंस्टीट्यूट, है ना? पूरा जान लगा दो, कन्वर्ट करो उसको, ठीक है? ठीक है, कूल. थैंक्स अर्शिता. वी विल क्विकली स्टार्ट विथ नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू. आई
Uh,
हैव, yes, Nitya, you were saying something?
can I give my interview because like I'm not feeling well much.
Ah, cool, cool. Okay. First time somebody is saying that, take my interview. Good, good. ठीक है. Sure. Okay, Nitya. So I think you told about your calls and everything, so I know.
Yes, sir.
So I'll start with the interview. Hi, Nitya. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. So, sir, my name is Nitya Agrawal. I am from Lucknow, the Nawab metropolis, famous for its rich cultural heritage and its handful embroidery. I did my schooling from ICSC board, City Montessori School, Chowk, Lucknow. I graduated in 2023 from Lucknow University, done Bachelor's of Business Administration. Right now, I am giving my time and efforts to one of the NGOs working as an HR trainee there. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So what can you expand more on your experience with this NGO? What does it do? What do you do?
Okay. So, sir, in my NGO name is Subhan Seva Trust. It's basically a startup NGO. Like it's not a very big company, but a small startup company. Here, there is we used to make funds with different types of person. For example, I am an HR trainee there. I have to recruit social work people so that they should raise funds at some amount, and we would be able to provide this fund to different types of orphan working as a like we provide them with different kinds of books or different kinds of clothing things. So as a trainee, I need to select and interview HR interns, and those HR interns try to find the social work interns, and there we take up as a funds donations.
Okay. Okay. So what I understood about your role, Nitya, here is that you are a person who recruits HR trainees or HR interns. Those HR interns in the following area of work, they recruit people who would raise funds.
Yeah, they recruit social work interns or volunteer interns, which is another word for social work.
So in this recruitment SOP, Nitya, SOP means standard operating procedure. In this recruitment chain that you have said, don't you think that you should be recruiting people directly who can raise funds? So why have HR interns and so you're
So,
repeating
sir,
the activity?
I'm not only recruiting the people, I'm also giving presentations to the interns which I am recruiting so that they would able to complete their work in a better way. I need to tell them about their roles, about their responsibilities. Not only this, I'm also giving a presentation with my best communication skills to the social work and volunteer interns who are coming with us and helping us around in our NGO.
Okay, understood, Nitya. What I am suggesting here is instead of you hiring HR interns and then they hiring other people, should you not be directly hiring those people? Why having extra chain in the hiring process?
Okay, so sir, previously my role, like I recently just got promoted. Previously, my role was this as a HR manager trainee. I need to handle those HR interns. I need to tell them roles and responsibilities. And this is a kind of their procedure that they are. It is a kind of things that first of all they have to hire HR manager trainee. Then below there is an HR interns, and then after that there are social work interns. So this is the hierarchy of that NGO.
Okay, given a chance to lead the HR function of this NGO, Nitya, what changes do you think you would do?
Okay, so sir, if I would get an opportunity to lead this, I would firstly make one of the hierarchy. I would combine one of the hierarchy. Like if I would not make any HR manager training. I would directly be making an HR interns who would be hiring social work interns directly, and then we can able to raise the funds and help the organization.
Okay, okay, understood. So, why do you want to pursue masters, Nitya?
Okay, so sir, In my graduation, I did Bachelor's of Business Administration. So I feel that I have some kind of managerial skills like communication, interpersonal skills, leadership skills. So I want to polish my managerial skills and want to gain some career prospect in that field. So I really want to do MBA as my post-graduation degree so that I would be able to polish my skill and land up to a desired job.
Don't you think, since you already have the right skill set, like you said, don't you think if you continue in your current role, or in having get some experience in this role, and maybe jump to the corporate sector from an NGO, so don't you think that that will suffice? You already have such and you have such skills, and it can be polished on job.
But sir, I feel that I have learned theoretical skills in my BBA. Yes, I have applied practically, but at some shorter stage. I want to apply it at a bigger corporate world. So for that, I need to polish my those theoretical skills in my MBA degree.
Okay, I still feel, Nitya, that you can polish them better in, if you continue your job, and maybe 3 years down the line with your current role, you will do better, because 2 years you will be spending in pursuing your MBA, and then 1 year again you will be a trainee. So I think you should consider option A.
Okay, but sir, like MBA will provide me with different kinds of MBA will provide me with lots of opportunities more in future. It will not only land up to the small kinds of role, but will be land up to more opportunities. And not only this, I would be able to learn more about what managerial skills are. Not managerial skills doesn't only land up to communication, leadership, and interpersonal skills, but if I want to pursue my MBA in HR, I need to know something about recruitment, selection, training, and development. I need to learn about these things and also apply in my practical skills in my MBA degree.
Okay, 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 Nitya. So can you share what long-term goal you have in your mind?
So, sir, I think that after 5 years, I would be as an HR manager in IT sector, working as an HR manager, and would be leading a team.
Okay.
Because I feel that I have quite an example of these. Like after my graduation in my last year, I have done internships. I have done as an HR recruiter internship also, where I have recruited people of sales and manager, sales interns. In one of the internship, I've worked as an HR manager trainee where I have lead a team of 10 to 12 people where I need to make sure that they completed their work at a stipulated time period. Not only this, in my last internship, which I was telling about the NGO right now, in that internship, I have also done previously also. In that internship, because of my some of these strengths, I feel that I got promoted, not at a bigger scale, but at a short scale, which is very big achievement for me to get a promotion uh, at such a beginner level. So I feel that it would be a great role for me after 5 years to work under a team, to work to a team working under me and helping them to make sure that the work should be completed at a perfect time period.
Okay, so you are clear, Nitya, that you would like to continue on the HR in the HR function itself.
Yes, sir.
In case you, in your masters, while pursuing the masters, you feel that you are getting inclined towards any other function of in management, like marketing. So, are you open to consider that role, or that you want to, or you just want to continue into the HR?
So, sir, my major field will be HR only, human resource only, because uh, in my graduation, what I have seen that in my graduation, I come across with different kinds of subjects, such as business communication, such as personal management, organizational behavior. There, I get to know that yes, I have some kind of interest in HR field, in communications, and as what I feel my strength, my biggest strength is my communication. This would give me a boost up in my HR field. And if I would incline towards marketing also, that would be my minor field, but my major field will be HR only.
Okay, so you think that you are perfect for HR because of your communication skills.
I'm not that perfect, but yes, I feel that communication is one of the best quality that HR should have. HR is not only about communication, it is all about many more things like leadership qualities, like I'm not sure, like of course that's why only I'm coming up to this MBA to learn about what all HR also includes. Because I have the knowledge which is quite refined in terms of after my graduation.
Okay, the skills that you just said, Nitya, I feel that those are common in the other management roles as well. Communication, leadership, and these things are very common in the other roles as well. Don't you think a manager in marketing or sales? In fact, sales, you have to not just communicate with internally in the organization, but also externally with other external stakeholders. So,
Okay,
yeah.
yes, sir. So maybe it would be the case, but sir, when I have taken my internships also, I have done in that field only which I love the most. So I have trained myself in some of the extent in that field only.
Okay. 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 So, Nitya, can you, last question to you is please share some of your weaknesses or any of your weaknesses.
Okay. So some of the weakness is like I'm quite sensitive about the things. Like if the things doesn't go with me, if the things doesn't go according to me, I feel sometimes sad, but that doesn't affect my work because I feel that is only the one stage of the life and it happens every time. For example, when I was in one of my internship, one of my intern had abused me. I should say it is such a big word I am saying abuse me because that person doesn't feel I am giving my best just because he or she is not doing her work properly. I just talk to my seniors and make that people remove from the organization. He or she said bad words to me. That thing depressed me, but then I learned that I can't be good for everyone. If some I can't be best for everyone just because that person is not doing, I can't be good for that. So I feel this is my weakness, but I am giving my best and I'm doing my best that I should be constrained to this and I should be able to work properly in a whichever field I would be applying.
Okay. In case, Nitya, you are applying for an MBA, so eventually you will land up in a corporate sector job. Do you think things will always go like you wanted it to be?
No, sir, it will never. I what I feel it is only one person that will go with what I feel that it is only the 1% chance that the things go according to me. Most of the time things will not go according and that is what I'm here to learn. I need to make sure I'm making myself that much strong that yes, I would be able to cope up with the things. It would take time, but it will not take a long period of time. It would take some kind of hours, some kind of minutes, but it will not take a whole day that I would be messing up my whole thing.
I'm giving you a quick setup, Nitya. Suppose you have done your MBA and now you are working. Okay, there are three people in the team: you, your colleague who has joined in the same year, and there is a team lead. Okay, and there is a task, a small task or a big task, which is given right to you and your colleague. You took extra efforts to do that. Say 80% or 85% of the work is something that you completed. You had to go extra mile and work till 11 p.m. in the night, and next day in the morning you see that there is a mail from your colleague to your team lead which says that she or he has completed most of the work. And it sound the messaging of the mail is such that it sounds like he or she has completed everything. You are being sidelined. Then how would you deal with this situation?
Okay, so first of all, I will go to my team leader and I will explain my work and my things that I have done in that way. I will obviously not compare myself with that person, but I will show my work and my effort to my team leader. And matlab, obviously, I will tell my team leader that it is okay. if it is okay that he or she has done his or her work properly, but at the same line, at the same point, I have also completed my work at a stipulated time period, and right now I am here standing here with all my complete work. So I would just please her or him to make sure that he or she should check my work also, and should take one or more step to compare that my colleague work with my work.
Okay. Okay, Nitya. Okay. So I think we have spent good amount of time. We'll stop the interview now.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay, Nitya. So how do you feel? How did it go?
I feel it was okay, but I need to like I was not clear about my NGO one, that what was that NGO part. So I need to brush up that thing.
Right.
And I was like little fumbling at some point of time.
Right. Okay. So I'll start with the pointers now. So you started with your intro and you talked about your place, and then you did BBA, and you just said that I worked for NGO. So it was quite small introduction, I'll say. Okay. So you can add more stuff
Okay.
and you can explain a little bit about your NGO experience itself, maybe in 1 or 2 lines, not everything, but it is looking like you have a very small journey. Yeah, abhi tak you have lived so long and you
Hmm.
have so many things that you have done. So you can, elaborate a little bit more upon your life,
I
right?
can add my hobbies.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the last, don't start with the hobbies,
Yeah,
right?
hobbies.
ठीक है तो अब आते हैं एनजीओ वाले एक्सपीरियंस पे लाइक यू सेड व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू कि फर्स्ट टेल अबाउट योर एनजीओ व्हाट इट डज एंड देन
Hmm.
अबाउट योर रोल तो आई
Hmm.
कुड नॉट रियली अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट योर
Hmm.
एनजीओ did or is doing. So explain in 1 or 2 lines that my NGO is. You just said that it's a startup NGO.
Hmm.
तो ठीक है, that is not the information that I was looking for. I was looking for ये एनजीओ करता क्या है.
Hmm.
ये डिफरेंटली एबल्ड पीपल के लिए काम करता है, ये
Hmm.
गरीब बच्चों के लिए काम करता है, क्या करता है, राइट? तो बहुत तरीके के एनजीओ हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें करते हैं, राइट? तो
Yes, sir.
जस्ट एन इंफॉर्मेशन दैट माय एनजीओ इज डूइंग दिस. ओके.
Okay.
एंड आफ्टर दैट व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू द चेन ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसेस, तो वहां पे यू वर नॉट हिटिंग द क्वेश्चन. आई वाज आस्किंग यू कि ये एक्स्ट्रा चेन क्यों है. तुम
Hmm.
रिक्रूट कर रहे हो 3 लोगों को, वो 3 लोग रिक्रूट कर रहे हैं 5 लोगों को. तो मेरा ये था कि 3 लोग क्यों रिक्रूट कर रहे हो भाई, तुम डायरेक्टली 5 लोगों को क्यों नहीं रिक्रूट कर रहे हो,
Hmm.
राइट? बट द आंसर दैट यू वर गिविंग व्हाट वाज नॉट हिटिंग द क्वेश्चन, इट वाज समथिंग एल्स. ओके, यू
Okay.
आर टेलिंग दैट नहीं नहीं मैं सिर्फ रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं करती, मैं प्रेजेंटेशन भी देती हूँ, मैं
Hmm.
तो आई वाज नॉट आस्किंग यू कि तुम क्या करते हो, मैं पूछ रहा था कि ये एक्स्ट्रा लेयर क्यों है, राइट? तो
Hmm.
लिसन टू द क्वेश्चन, थोड़ा सा उस पे समझो कि सामने वाला पूछ क्या रहा है ना?
Yes,
अगर
sir.
आप एक्स पूछने पे एबीसीडी बताओगे तो वो ठीक नहीं है, राइट?
Hmm.
तो वेदर यू नो और नॉट, यू कैन से कि ये मतलब जो सीनियर्स हैं उनका डिसीजन है.
Hmm.
आई ऑल्सो फील कि हाँ मतलब नहीं होना चाहिए, बट दिस इज द वे दे आर वर्किंग, मे बी इन फ्यूचर दे विल
Hmm.
इम्प्रूव. तो इनफ, यू नीड नॉट जस्टिफाई एवरीथिंग, बट एटलीस्ट जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं आंसर उसी का होना चाहिए, ठीक है? एंड व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू कि व्हाट विल यू डू गिवन अ चांस, तो वो वही तुमने आइडिया मेरे को वापस सुना दिया,
Hmm.
राइट? तो इट वाज लुकिंग लाइक कि ये तो आइडिया चोरी कर लिया यार इसने,
Hmm.
राइट? तो दिस शुड नॉट बी द केस. आपने कहीं काम किया है तो थोड़ा उसके बारे में अच्छे से, गुड थिंग्स, बैड थिंग्स, व्हाट इट डज, हाउ इट कैन इम्प्रूव, व्हाट इट कैन डू इन फ्यूचर टू गेट मोर बिजनेस, एनीथिंग, ठीक है? तो दिस शुड बी एकदम एकदम ऑन योर टिप्स,
Okay.
राइट? बिकॉज दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस दैट बहुत जेन्युइनली आएंगे,
Hmm.
राइट? ठीक है. देन वाई एमबीए वाला भी, मतलब आई वाज नॉट वेरी कन्विंस्ड नित्या that you want to do MBA. मतलब you started with I did bachelor's and then
Hmm.
जो story थी, it can be made better, it can be made more passionate. And especially if you are saying that you are very clear that you want to do HR, so read more about HR, what HR does. Okay,
Okay.
because you are very clear. I checked in between also कि how flexible are you to shift to other
Hmm.
roles. देन यू सेड कि नहीं नहीं मुझे तो एचआर ही करना है, बिकॉज जो बिकॉज था, ठीक है तुमको एचआर करना है इज गुड, बट बिकॉज आई हैव कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, ये स्किल्स, दिस इज नॉट द राइट आंसर, राइट? ये तो कोई आंसर ही नहीं हुआ।
Okay.
कम्युनिकेशन तो हर जगह लगती है यार, अभी के आपके रोल
Hmm.
पे भी लग रही होगी, कोई भी रोल करता है, कम्युनिकेशन तो
Hmm.
लगती है। तो
Yes,
ये
sir.
इज नॉट वेरी, दिस वाज नॉट कन्विंसिंग। इफ यू
Okay.
वांट टू से दैट यस आई वांट टू डू एचआर, तो यू हैव टू शो दैट यू आर पैशनेट अबाउट it.
Okay, sir.
Read 6 to 7 things about HR, what HR
Okay.
does in day-to-day operations,
Okay.
right? कैसे
Yes,
लीडरशिप
sir.
डेवलपमेंट किया जाता है, रिक्रूटमेंट इज वेरी वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ एचआर,
Hmm.
ठीक है?
Yes,
लर्निंग
sir.
एंड डेवलपमेंट करते हैं, आई एम
Hmm.
पैशनेट अबाउट लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट, ठीक है? तो इफ यू से दीज थिंग्स कि हाँ मैं, तब लगेगा कि हाँ यार ये बंदी तो ऑलरेडी आधा एचआर में घुसी हुई है,
Hmm.
दिस गिव्स मोर कन्विंसिंग आंसर कि हाँ इट लुक्स मोर कन्विंसिंग, राइट? तो
Okay, sir.
हमेशा जब भी आप कोई चीज बोलो, मैंने कल भी बताया था कि अगर
Hmm.
आप एचआर बोल रहे हो तो हमेशा
Hmm.
दो चीजें आनी चाहिए, योर इंटरेस्ट,
Interest.
इंटरेस्ट दिखना
Exam.
चाहिए
Hmm.
एक्स्ट्रा थ्योरी के बेसिस, ठीक है?
Okay.
इवन यू से कि यार जो थ्योरीज हैं, साइकोलॉजी पार्ट ऑफ द एचआर इज समथिंग व्हिच यू नो व्हिच ड्राइव्स मी क्रेजी, तो
Hmm.
इट लुक्स लाइक हाँ ये एक एक्स्ट्रा माइल चली गई।
Okay.
सेकेंड पार्ट इज द योर स्किल सेट विथ द कम्युनिकेशन और,
Example.
राइट, विद एग्जाम्पल, ठीक
Yes,
है?
sir.
दिस शुड ऑलवेज बी देयर. And when I asked you about the weaknesses,
Hmm.
right, and you told a very emotional story, right, where
Hmm.
somebody abused, and
Hmm.
so it
Yes, sir.
was looking like you got emotional in uh, when you were saying this also,
Okay.
right? You were angry कि उसने
Hmm.
मुझे abuse किया था, वो आपके मुंह पे दिख रहा था.
Okay.
That is why I gave you a situation to just check that you know how controlled you are.
Hmm.
When you are telling your weakness, you don't have to get emotional, okay?
Okay,
You
sir.
show a very stable face that yes this happened, and I how you have to show your that how you are a hero,
Hmm.
right? This thing happened, I managed it very politely. I managed it in such a way that ये वो channels ही खत्म हो गए जहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ हो सकता हो कि कोई बंदा abuse कर दे किसी को,
Okay.
ठीक है? ऐसा हुआ तो what step you took? पहले तो आपने उस सिचुएशन को अच्छे से हैंडल किया, पोलाइटली, कामली. सेकेंड व्हाट यू डिड इज टू, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा था, उसका रूट कॉज क्या था, क्योंकि रैंडम फायरिंग हो रही थी, वट एवर इट कैन बी,
Hmm.
ये हो रहा था, तो मैंने ये चीज वहां से उसको जड़ से ही हटा दिया.
Hmm.
तो दिस लुक्स लाइक, मतलब यू आर अ पर्सन हु गोज एक्स्ट्रा माइल, राइट? तो दिस
Okay.
शुड कम when you say that you know you have leadership skills. This shows that you are a responsible person who will go extra mile, ठीक है?
Hmm.
तो यूज योर वीकनेस, एवरी क्वेश्चन फेलियर वीकनेस ये जानबूझ के वल्नरेबल करने के लिए पूछे जाते हैं, ठीक है?
Hmm.
कि बंदा अपना वीकनेस बता रहा है, दे विल से एरियाज ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट. आजकल टर्मिनोलॉजी बदल गई है थोड़ी,
Hmm.
ठीक है? तो हमेशा इट शुड बी विद अ स्टोरी दैट यस आई एम, तुमने बोला कि मेरे हिसाब से चीजें नहीं होती तो मुझे बुरा लगता, ठीक है? एंड बट अगेन द कन्विंसिंग पार्ट वेयर विच आई वांटेड वाज टू लिसन, what are you doing to improve it with an, it can go with an example that yes पहले इतना ज्यादा खराब था, मेरे
Hmm.
बिना चीज में मैं पागल हो जाती थी, बट नाउ ऐसा ऐसा ये स्टेप्स मैंने लिए, अभी अब मैं ऐसी हूँ
Okay.
और इम्प्रूव कर रही हूँ, राइट? तो इट शुड हैव यू नो प्रोग्रेसिव दिस थिंग, कि उससे लगे कि हाँ यू आर डूइंग समथिंग,
Okay.
ठीक है? तो राइट डाउन एवरीथिंग, राइट डाउन योर इंट्रो, राइट डाउन द वीकनेस, स्ट्रेंथ, फेलियर, सक्सेस, अचीवमेंट्स, राइट? तो दैट विल हेल्प,
Okay.
ठीक है? ओके. एनी डाउट्स नित्या?
No, sir.
ठीक है, ठीक है, ओके, देन वी विल, इट्स
Hmm.
ऑलरेडी, किसी को भूख वूख तो नहीं लग रही है ना भाई?
नहीं
नहीं
सर।
सर, थक के बैठे हैं.
बढ़िया बढ़िया, ठीक है. सो वी हैव,
Sir, can I leave? Like,
हाँ श्योर
can
श्योर
I?
नित्या, प्लीज टेक
Thank
केयर.
you, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
थैंक
Bye,
यू.
bye.
ठीक है, वी हैव पंकज,
रोहित।
रोहित, two more to go. Cool. Then we are on time here. And Prakhar. Yes. Right. ठीक है. So can we start with Pankaj?
Yes, sir. Good evening,
ठीक है.
sir.
Good evening, Pankaj. What calls are you having? Can you tell?
So I am expected call from IIM Cap Round and I am Rohtak and GIM also and till
Cool,
now that's
cool.
it.
ठीक है. So we'll start, Pankaj.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay. Hi, Pankaj. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Pankaj Soni. I am from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, which is also known as Blue City of Rajasthan. Recently, I completed my bachelor's with a degree of commerce from Jara and Vyas University, Jodhpur. And I also completed my higher education and secondary education from here. And talk about my academics, I in school days I always participated in essay writing and GK quiz competitions. And in college days, I with I participation my participation in extracurricular activities like fundraising, and I also participate in a 3-day camp in my school days of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And with my college days, I also helping my father in his business. And my areas of interest are I love to playing cricket and I enjoy the thrill of the game, and I also like to working out in the gym.
Okay. Okay. Can you repeat what was your graduation, Pankaj?
BCom.
BCom. Okay. Okay. So before I try to understand about your career path, since you have lived in a beautiful city of Jodhpur,
Yes, sir.
so I would like to understand what challenges are there, living in Jodhpur, how tough it is or how good it is to live in this city.
It's a challenges. The first challenge I think it's a in the summer season its temperature is very high, so that's one reason and one challenge. And I think it's second. And in Jodhpur I think not improvement in industrial areas.
Suppose you are made district collector of Jodhpur, Pankaj,
Yes, sir.
with lots of power of whatever you want, you can do in the city.
Yes, sir.
What steps or what first things that you will do for your city?
The first steps I will do. I will do some better transportation, and I I will try to make new industry plans and a new infrastructure of Jodhpur areas, and I learn about the Jodhpur people, and I work according to their. And
Okay, cool. Please
yes,
tell me, after your BCom, have you worked somewhere or you just directly want to pursue an MBA?
so I didn't work somewhere, but I am helping in my father's business.
Okay, so we'll come there later. But first, tell me, why don't you consider working for some time, gaining some experience, and then doing an MBA? Don't you think that will be more helpful?
Yeah, it's think more helpful, but I in my school days I have been a student who always participated in cultural and various group, it like cultural literary group, and I I always ahead of them, and my teacher and my parents are appreciated me, and they they motivated me to pursue management. And then also from my school days I also helping my father's business, and I want to learn more about the business. So I think after completing my graduation I pursue MBA to learn more about the business world, how business world works.
Okay. Okay, Pankaj. Then let's talk about your father's business and what role you are playing in this.
So my father's have a jewelry shop.
Okay. Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
how you are helping, as you said that you are helping.
Yes, sir. I am helping in the sir. I am helping my father in to handling customers and problem solving also, and make customer support after customer service support. That's it.
What are the biggest challenge in this business that you see, Pankaj?
In this business, the biggest challenge is the fluctuation of gold rates and credit selling. I face two challenges.
Okay, so how do you plan to, better manage these problems?
Yes, sir. I planned these two challenges that I trend analysis of gold rates, and I create a stock, and I also make a good relation with my suppliers, so I will also get a facility of credit also. And in credit selling, I have planned for that. I give a cash discount, and I set a limit of credit for reliable customers.
Okay, so is this credit part done by you or your father, Pankaj?
Yes, sir, it's my father.
Okay, so you understand the how the credit function works.
Sir, credit function I don't understand as much as, but I think the credit function as the customer, I don't have any about idea.
Okay, okay. Okay, so on the other problem that you said, the fluctuation of gold prices, you
Gold
said
rate.
you have done some analysis. Can you share what analysis have you done and what results have you achieved?
Sir, last 1 month I trend analysis of gold rates, and it's fluctuating, and from then I analysis last month that it will grow to the 3 to 4 thousand up, and then make I make a stock, so it will help me.
What variables have you chosen to, understand that the gold prices will go 3 to 4 thousand up? On what basis are you saying this?
It's a variable size. I I I helping. I find out and I search with I talk with my suppliers, and I also no, I also searching about the economy and the recent the in the world, we are facing wars between the Russia and Ukraine and Gaza or Hamas. Then I think it's may increase the gold prices, and let's that for that's result gold prices are hikes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why do you think the global wars, create this kind of a condition where gold prices goes up? What relation do we have with wars and the gold prices?
So relations with gold prices and wars, I think it's based on the it's a change in the dollar prices of gold. So I think it's the relation.
Are you sure, Pankaj, what you are saying that just because of the currency?
Not a currency, but it's the demand and supply also.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Understood, Pankaj. So, okay, so tell me few of the challenges of the state Rajasthan, or instead of challenges, please tell
Mm.
me what you can do to, improve the GDP of Rajasthan.
GDP of Rajasthan, sir. What I will do, sir, make new projects and invite investors to open industries here.
Very nice.
Because- Yes, sir.
Do you think the current government or the past governments have done anything significant to invite investors or to have industries in the state? Are you aware of any such, schemes or any such things that the governments have taken?
I'm sir not aware about it, but I sir the past government have in an industry that Badmer oil refinery industry that I know about it, and others sir I don't know. I don't have idea about it.
There's a historical mine in Rajasthan which goes dates back to the period of Vedas. Have you any have you got any idea of this mine?
No sir, not sure.
Okay, no worries. Let's talk about your long-term goals, Pankaj.
So my long-term goal was I want to lead a MNC and working with in MNC as a leading position.
Okay, very nice. Please, last question to you is: can you share one or any of your weaknesses?
Yes, sir. I am overthinking. That's will will affect my work. It's create the I miss the deadlines of projects, and I improve on it to take my to meditation and deep breathing, and I also set time limits for my projects so I can complete on time. And the second weakness I found that the one area where I continuously working on it, my emotional control. Sometimes I am very emotional, and I improving with I contact with my friends and my mentor so I can learn more about the emotional control.
Okay, okay, nice, Pankaj. ठीक है, let's stop the interview here. I think we have
Thank
spent
you,
a good
sir.
amount of time. ठीक है, how do you feel, Pankaj? कैसा गया interview?
इंटरव्यू सर एवरेज से कम कह सकते हैं थोड़ा.
ठीक है, क्यों क्यों कह सकते हैं एवरेज से कम, क्या हुआ?
So that's I am not good in communications skill, and I have no idea about my business have, and not idea about my state also. So I think
ठीक है, गुड गुड एनालिसिस. पंकज, सी वही बात है कि यू वर सेइंग दैट यू हेल्प योर फादर इन हिज बिजनेस.
yes sir.
You are expected to understand a little bit more about the business, its
Yes.
challenges, its future aspects. क्या हो सकता है, अभी क्या कर रहे हैं हम, है ना? एंड
Hmm.
यू योरसेल्फ आर सेइंग दैट मैंने एनालिसिस किया गोल्ड प्राइसेस का,
Hmm.
है ना? तो एनालिसिस ऑफ गोल्ड प्राइस ऐसी चीज है, पंकज, कि सबको समझने की इच्छा होती है.
Hmm.
राइट, अगर तूने किया है और तू एक बोल रहा है कि मैं बता रहा हूँ 3,000 4,000 बढ़ने वाला है,
Hmm.
तो ये तो बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है यार. मैं अभी खरीद लूँ सोना और फिर अगले महीने बेच दूँ. तो प्लीज बता यार कैसे हुआ ये. तो ये बहुत नॉर्मल, जैसे दोस्त लोग भी आपस में बात करेंगे ना, तो
Hmm.
उनका भी, जैसे हम स्टॉक्स के बारे में बात करते हैं ना, कि यार ये
हाँ.
स्टॉक ले ले, अगले महीने ना ये डबल होने वाला है. तो बहुत जेन्युइन और नेचुरल है कि भाई कैसे, क्या तुझे कैसे पता, तूने कैसे एनालिसिस किया, राइट? ये आएगा ही,
Yes
राइट?
sir.
तो इफ यू आर
Yes sir.
सेइंग दैट यू हैव डन एनालिसिस, तो मेक इट अ लिटिल कंक्रीट. ओके, थोड़ा सा
Yes
उसके
sir.
बारे में पढ़ कि कैसे
Hmm.
होता है, अगर तुमको बोलना है तो. ठीक है, बाकी मैं एक बार पॉइंटर्स वन बाय वन चलता हूँ.
Hmm.
तो ठीक है, आई अंडरस्टैंड योर कम्युनिकेशन इज टू बी इम्प्रूव, पंकज, है ना? एंड यू
Yes
ऑल्सो
sir.
नो, राइट, विच
Yes
इज
sir. Right.
फाइन. ठीक है, अभी
Yes.
हम इमिडिएटली बहुत बड़ा चेंज नहीं ला सकते यहाँ.
Hmm.
यू आर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग, है ना? यू आर ट्राइंग, गिविंग मॉक्स, विच इज अ गुड
Yes
थिंग.
sir.
ठीक है, ये आप करते रहो, ऐसा चलता
Hmm.
रहेगा. बट जो आपका कंटेंट है यार,
हम्म
जो आप बोल रहे हो, ठीक है,
हम्म
जैसे भी बोल पा रहे हो, लेकिन जो डिलीवर हो रहा है एटलीस्ट वो सॉलिड होना चाहिए,
यस
है
सर।
ना? अगर हम कहीं पे अच्छे नहीं हैं, कोई बात नहीं,
हम्म
वो भी हम इम्प्रूव करते रहेंगे, बट जहां हम अच्छे हो सकते हैं, जो हमारे हाथ में है, उसको तो तुरंत
यस
करना ही चाहिए ना।
यस सर।
तो वहां पे आपको पहले तो अपने बिजनेस के बारे में समझना है, ठीक है,
हम्म
ज्वेलरी बिजनेस के बारे में खा जाओ बिल्कुल,
यस सर।
कि कैसे आप सोचो कि मेरे पापा की शॉप अगर है, तो अब पापा
हम्म
की शॉप आज यहाँ पे है, इतना अर्निंग है हमारी, 1 साल में हम इसको कैसे एटलीस्ट 40% बढ़ा सकते हैं, ये प्रॉब्लम
यस
स्टेटमेंट लो और समझो, तब तुमको समझ में आएगा कि अभी क्या चैलेंजेस है, क्या आगे के चैलेंजेस क्या हो सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो एक बार उसमें घुसे रहोगे ना, एंड व्हेन देन एनीवन आस्क यू कि क्या करते हो, यू से कि मैं हेल्प करता हूँ बिजनेस में, देन अपने आप ना चीजें फूटने लगेंगी आपके मुंह से, कि
यस
भाई
सर।
ऐसा है, गोल्ड प्राइसेस में ना ये लोड आ रहा है। तो वो व्हेन यू आर इनटू समथिंग, आपकी कम्युनिकेशन अच्छी हो चाहे ना हो, आप बोलने लगो,
यस
ठीक है।
सर।
तो उसके लिए थोड़ा घुसना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, बिजनेस में घुसो, एंड थोड़ा बहुत राजस्थान, क्योंकि नॉट मैनी पीपल विल कम फ्रॉम जोधपुर, राइट, यू ऑल्सो
यस
अंडरस्टैंड। तो जैसे
यस।
ही जोधपुर बोलते हो तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा पढ़ लो, ठीक है,
हम्म
कैसे क्या चीजें हैं, जो चैलेंजेस हैं, इंडस्ट्री क्यों नहीं है वहां पे, ठीक है।
हम्म।
बोलो कि टूरिज्म है बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर हमारा, है ना, अगर मैं
टूरिज्म।
डेवलप करूंगा और टूरिज्म को बढ़ाऊंगा, मैं
हम्म।
होटल और हॉस्पिटैलिटी बिजनेस को एकदम ऐसा बना दूंगा कि नेक्स्ट पार्टी सब लोग सोचेंगे जोधपुर में ही करनी
यस
है ना।
सर।
तो रीड अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट जोधपुर, कैसे इकोनॉमी चल रही है, ठीक है। टूरिज्म इज वन थिंग विच आई वाज मतलब डाइंग टू हियर फ्रॉम यू,
यस
है ना। तो थोड़ा बहुत अगर बेसिक पढ़ लोगे, विकिपीडिया का एक पेज जोधपुर राजस्थान, फिर राजस्थान का पढ़ लोगे ना, तो भी आइडिया लग जाएगा,
यस सर।
ठीक है। एंड वीकनेसेस में जैसे आपने जो बोला, उसको भी रिफाइन करो, वो अच्छा था,
हम्म।
ठीक है, वो अच्छा था। जो तुमने
यस।
बोला कि हाँ, मेरा जो फर्स्ट वीकनेस तुमने बोली वो
ओवर
अच्छी थी,
थिंकिंग।
हाँ, ओवर
हम्म
थिंकिंग, और कैसे तुम उसको सही कर रहे हो वो भी तुमने बोला,
हम्म।
विच इज अ वेरी
यस।
गुड,
थैंक यू
ठीक है।
सर। हम्म
सेकेंड पार्ट जो था कि मैं इमोशनल कंट्रोल पे काम कर रहा हूँ, तो वो
हम्म
थोड़ा सा वेग लगा मुझे, ठीक है।
हम्म
इमोशनल कंट्रोल पे अगर ठीक है काम कर रहे हो, तो पहली बात क्या क्या इमोशंस आपके गड़बड़ है, कि मैं गुस्सा
हम्म
बहुत जल्दी हो जाता हूँ, ठीक है। एंड हाउ आई एम इम्प्रूविंग, मैं ऐसे 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 ये स्टेप्स लिए।
हम्म।
तुमने बोला मैं बस अपने दोस्तों से बात कर रहा हूँ, तो दिस इज नॉट वेरी कंक्रीट, राइट। जैसा तुम्हारा
यस
फर्स्ट वाला था ना, कि मैं टाइम लिमिट सेट करता हूँ किसी चीज को डिलीवर करने के लिए,
हम्म।
वैसा कुछ कंक्रीट चाहिए,
यस सर।
ठीक है।
हम्म।
ठीक है, कोई डाउट है पंकज?
नो सर, करेंटली आई हैव नो डाउट।
ठीक है, ठीक है, कूल यार, वर्क हार्ड, यू विल डू गुड।
यस, थैंक यू सर।
या, ओके, थैंक यू। ओके, सो रोहित एंड
यस
प्रखर,
सर।
ठीक है, किसी को भूख तो नहीं लग रही है?
नहीं सर।
ठीक है यार, किसको किसको आना है पहले?
मुझे।
ठीक है रोहित, ठीक है
यस।
प्रखर, यू विल बी द लास्ट वन, है ना, ठीक है। चलो ठीक है रोहित, बिफोर वी स्टार्ट, व्हाट कॉल्स आर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग, और हाउ आर यू प्लेस्ड?
आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग कॉल्स फ्रॉम कैप कॉलेजेस एंड आई एम रोहतक एंड आईआईटीज।
कूल, अच्छा हाँ, तुमने बताया था, याद आ गया, ठीक है, कूल, सो विल स्टार्ट विद द इंटरव्यू नाउ, ओके।
या।
हाय रोहित, प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ।
हेलो सर, माय नेम इज रोहित सोनी. I born and brought up in Jodhpur, Rajasthan, which is known as Blue City of India, and I hold a degree in a Bachelor of Commerce from Jain Vyas University, Jodhpur, and I also completed my secondary and higher education from Jodhpur as well. I topped in business studies in board exam in my school. And additionally, I was participating in GKQs and essay writing competition and extracurricular activities. I raise a fund in my college during COVID-19 for the families which are suffering from COVID-19. And I lead a 40 member of team in my school in a 3-day camp, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And in sport fund, I was captain in my school cricket team. Additionally, I am helping my father's jewelry business, And recently, I organized a cricket tournament in my town, and I am passionate about playing cricket and working out in the gym. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Rohit. Thanks for your introduction. Very nice.
Yes.
So, you said that you raised fund for COVID-19 during the COVID period. Can you elaborate more on that? What exactly was being done and what was your role in it?
Yeah. So, sir, during COVID-19, one of my friend's father lost a job in the peak of COVID, and they were facing a financial issue. So we, a couple of friends, help him with helping with finance. And to addressing this problem, we start a fundraise program for a week. So from our network, we collect fund for the people who are suffering from this, but we were not able to reach our whatever target. So to address this, I approach I went for a unique approach. So in my college, our union president, who is very popular in our youth, so I approach him and I tell him about the anything, what we are going and what we want to do. So he also praise us, and he he also help us to raise fund for our campaign.
Okay, so basically, Rohit, you are
Mhm.
saying that you just contacted your contact list as
Yes.
well as your president's college president's contact list to get more funds for the people who faced job loss. Did
Especially
you
for the families from suffering from financial issues.
understood? Did you institutionalize this framework, or was it very informal that somebody has lost job, they are looking for money, so can we all help? So some people crowdfunded a little money and you passed it on.
Yes, sir. It was slightly informal way, and that I also contacted to the Vyapari Mandal in our area, and they also did same thing in their way. I gave them idea about it, but in that part I was not uh, contribute myself.
Okay, so is this funding that you are telling, Rohit,
Mhm.
was it done only for one of your friends' father, or was it done for more people who lost their job?
More people, sir.
How many?
It was around. I'm not sure because we handed over the fund to our college authorities.
Okay, so this was then done by your college.
Not actually college, but we told our class teachers in college. So he said, if you're not able to find people who need this, then you can hand it over to the college authorities.
Okay, so this means that you got some extra funds and you could not find people who lost their job. So you handed over the extra fund to your college so that they
Yes.
can take care of thing. But initially, I remember, Rohit, you said that the funding was not enough.
Yes, sir. Actually, we had a target for 5,000 in a week, but we reached only 4,000, and we want to raise more. So that I contacted to the our president, who has good influence in social media as well as in our college. So to his help, we raised almost 8,000.
Okay. So how did you reach to this figure of 5,000 as a threshold that you want to, contribute, or you want to achieve this 5,000 goal? What was the reason behind this number?
After contacted to president or before?
Uh, Before, when you started, you said that you had a target of 5,000. I am asking you, what made you set this target of 5,000? Why just 5,000? Why not 10,000?
Sure. Actually, it was our first time, and it was our first time experience to fundraising for me and my friend as well. So we just keep a limited target.
Okay, so this number came randomly that if we
Yeah.
can achieve 5,000. Okay, understood.
Yes, sir.
Rohit, tell me some of your achievements so far.
Uh, Achievements I topped in business studies in my school, and I won a cricket tournament which was played in October, and I just remember that one.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
no worries. So, okay, achievement is done. So, can you share some of your strengths that you
Yeah.
will be able to, use in your career?
So, sir, one of the strength that I have ability to build a positive and collaborative relation with people around me. In various places where I praised because of my positive attitude in gym, school, college, office, and in cricket. And I want to bring this strength in my classroom as well, and in eventually in business world. And I see it is an asset to leading a team and managing a team.
Okay, Rohit, so you are saying that you are a charming personality. Wherever you go, you make friends, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't you think that this can be a hindrance when you have to take, tough decisions? Suppose in your business, which is a jewelry business, and suppose 15 years down the line, you are handling this business and you are having, say, 4 or 5 employees who are looking after the shop or whatever. So now the business is not doing good, right? And it has been like a year or so that the business is not doing good. And you cannot, really pay the employees. So tell me, how are you going to manage this situation?
So situation is like that. I have completed. So I am summarizing once again what you said. Okay, to make me understand. So you said that there is a business which I am running for 15 years, and now it is not running well. I call 4 to 5 employees, same, and then how will handle this situation. Correct. So, to address this problem, once I will see where we are lacking, where should we work, and why this is happening, and all that. That's it.
Okay, after
And
your analysis, you saw that, you are not able to make profits, right? And still you have 4 employees to pay. So the situation now is that you have to really fire at least two of the employees because you cannot pay. You are running a business, you are not able to pay. So then how are you, suppose you are standing in front of that employee that you have to fire. How
okay,
will you do that?
okay. So, like, I have 4 employees, and I have to two from them because of financial issue in my business because I am not making profit, and I have to say that. Why that I am going to firing you. So first I will call them and tell me the all reason and what is happening in our business, and make them understandable that our business is not able to pay you. So it will be good for you if you start your career from other organization.
Okay, okay. Last question to you, Rohit. Please tell me any of your weaknesses or one of your weaknesses.
So one of main weakness that I have to improve to managing procrastination. Sometime I give too much time on target which it does not require, and sometime I delay it and delay the targets. To addressing this, I made a to-do list for every day. What is the important task for me, which should be preferable first, and that's it.
How well are you doing after the steps you have taken? Do you
Sorry.
see that you are improving?
Yes, sir. I see I am improving little, but still I need to work it. maybe I have to change my approach.
Okay, okay, Rohit. Thank you for the interview.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
we'll
you.
stop the interview now.
Yes,
ठीक है,
sir.
कैसा कैसा लग रहा है रोहित, कैसा गया इंटरव्यू?
Average गया सर।
ठीक है, क्यों एवरेज गया?
और जैसे वो आपने केस स्टडी दी थी शायद वो मैंने सही से नहीं दे पाया उसका आंसर।
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, चलेगा। ठीक है रोहित, मतलब टू माय सरप्राइज पंकज एंड योर्स मतलब काफी कुछ
ब्रदर,
कॉमन है यार, है ना? बी कॉम और फिर वो ये ज्वेलरी बिजनेस। तो इवन जो ऐसे कंपटीशन और ये सब भी था ना, तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि मुझे डेजा वू हो रहा है, मैं पंकज को ही सुन रहा हूँ, राइट? तो एनीवेज, तो आई हैव so I was not particularly asking you the questions that I asked Pankaj. Okay, I hope you have taken a note from Pankaj interview कि वो राजस्थान के बारे में पढ़ना है, ज्वेलरी बिजनेस के बारे में पढ़ना है, ठीक है? वो काफी ज्यादा ज्यादा चांसेस है उसमें पूछते हैं, ठीक है, इंटरव्यूअर को। तो आई होप यू हैव हर्ड दैट। ओके, सो
यस
अभी
सर।
मैं पॉइंटर्स कवर करता हूँ। You said that you have raised funds, right? So it sounds like, some institutionalization होगा इसका, जहाँ पे
अच्छा,
या तो तुमने खुद स्टार्ट किया तो अभी भी हो रहा होगा, या तुम किसी इंस्टीट्यूशन के पार्ट थे। तो मे बी यू नीड टू फ्रेम दिस अ लिटिल डिफरेंटली। ओके,
ओके
सो
सर।
आई मतलब व्हेन आई सॉ कि ड्यूरिंग कोविड-19 पीरियड देयर वाज अ uh, period where we saw कि there are many job losses. So I took the responsibility of collecting funds from my network, and this idea went viral in my college, and at least 20 to 25 people joined me in, and they helped. And that is when I realized that I have some leadership skills. When I told these 20 to 25 people how to collect the money, and how to approach, how to frame your communication when you are asking people for money, right? And that is when I realized कि मेरे अंदर कुछ leadership skills हैं। तो you can use this in a different way, right? ये जैसे अभी आप बोल रहे हो उससे थोड़ा हटके आप बोल सकते हो, ठीक है? फिर अगेन ज्वेलरी बिजनेस मैंने लिखा था बिकॉज बट मैं जानबूझ के उस पर गया है, ठीक है? अचीवमेंट जब मैंने आपके पूछे तो आप एक सेकंड के लिए सोच रहे थे, ठीक है? वो जो छोटा सा मूवमेंट था ना, वो अच्छा नहीं होता है।
ओके सर।
अचीवमेंट है आपकी लाइफ का, आपके टिप्स पे होना चाहिए, ठीक है? तो वो जैसा भी है, जितना भी बड़ा है, बट वो टिप्स पे होना चाहिए कि हाँ यार, मेरा ये अचीवमेंट है। और हमेशा इट इज गुड टू फ्रेम अ लिटिल स्टोरी अराउंड इट, ठीक है? कि जैसे आपने बोला वो क्रिकेट मैच जीते थे, मुझे
यस
वो
सर।
अचीवमेंट नहीं लग रहा है यार। क्रिकेट मैच तो मैं भी बहुत जीता हूँ अपने स्कूल टाइम पे, पैसे वैसे भी हारे हम लोग 10-10 हजार रुपए, ठीक है? तो ये कैसा अचीवमेंट बता रहा है यार लड़का? तो इसके अराउंड ना आप स्टोरी फ्रेम कर सकते हो कि
ओके।
एक यहाँ जोधपुर में ना ये एक पर्टिकुलर क्रिकेट टूर्नामेंट है, T20 हम खेलते हैं, विच इज वेरी पॉपुलर। तो आई वॉज लीडिंग अ टीम अपने कॉलोनी की या अपने कॉलेज की, एंड इट वॉज अ very precious thing to win in my area. And
हम्म।
although the problem was that we were not having enough bowlers, तो मैंने ऐसे किया वैसे किया, एंड फाइनली हम फाइनल्स भी जीत गए, एंड सो इट वाज अ बिग अचीवमेंट। तो अब जब स्टोरी बन गई ना उसके अराउंड कि हाँ यार, लग नहीं रहा था ये जीतेंगे बट जीते, तब ये अचीवमेंट साउंड करते हैं। ऐसे अगर आप बोलते हो कि मैं गेम जीता था या ऐसा कुछ हुआ था, तो वो बात नहीं आती है यार, है ना? तो उसमें वजन लाने के लिए आपको एक छोटी सी स्टोरी आप बना लो उसके, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
वीकनेस में स्ट्रेंथ में आपने बोला कि यू आर अ चार्मिंग पर्सनालिटी। यार ये ना थोड़ा रिस्की है रोहित। आई विल नॉट सजेस्ट यू टू से दिस।
ओके।
यू हैव टू, अब चार्मिंग पर्सनालिटी हो, ठीक है, अच्छी बात है वो। मैं अगर आपको दोस्त बनाना चाहूंगा तो सबसे पहले मैं आपको बनाऊंगा, यहाँ यार रोहित के साथ मजा आता है घूमने फिरने में। बट अब मुझे काम करवाना होगा ना, तो यार रोहित तो हमेशा मजे में ही रहता है, तो मे बी काम शायद ही इतना अच्छा नहीं, ठीक है? तो स्ट्रेंथ के टाइम पे यू शो योर स्किल्स विच आर यूजफुल इन योर जॉब और योर करियर। ओके, आप वो स्ट्रेंथ बोलो कि मैं प्रेशर हैंडल बहुत अच्छे से कर लेता हूँ। ठीक है, मैं जब भी ऐसी प्रेशर वाली सिचुएशन आती है टीम में, तो आई एम द पर्सन हु पीपल लुक एट मी एंड दे से कि हाँ यार सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है, बिकॉज आई डोंट टेक प्रेशर एंड आई फील कि ठीक है होगा, हम टाइम पे कर लेंगे। आई प्रोवाइड दैट सेंस ऑफ मोटिवेशन टू एवरीवन इन माय टीम। ठीक है, तो इससे मैसेज एक सटल वे में ये भी चला गया दैट यू आर अ चार्मिंग पर्सनालिटी, राइट। बट करियर में कैसे यूज हुआ वो, ये यहाँ से मैसेजिंग ऐसे गई, राइट, तो यूज दैट। ठीक है, वीकनेस वाले पार्ट पे यू आर गुड, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन पे यू सेड कि हाँ मैं टू डू लिस्ट बना रहा हूँ और ये सब, ठीक है, दैट वाज गुड। ठीक है, तो एनी डाउट रोहित?
सर मेरा एक डाउट है, जैसे मेरा 3 मंथ का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है, तो मुझे क्या ये मेंशन करना चाहिए क्या
इफ यू आर
इंट्रोडक्शन में?
कॉन्फिडेंट कि मैं अच्छे से बता सकता हूँ कि वो जो एक्सपीरियंस था मेरा,
हम्म,
तो प्लीज डू दैट, बेटर है।
लेकिन लेकिन सर काउंटर क्वेश्चन भी आ सकते हैं कि 3 महीने का है, क्यों उससे ज्यादा क्यों नहीं, ऐसे कुछ और?
हाँ, तो यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर इट। जो जेन्युइन क्वेश्चन है जो तुम्हारे दिमाग में खुद ही आ रहे हैं, देखो कि
लेकिन
भाई
सर
3 महीने ही क्यों, तो प्रिपेयर कर
हम्म,
लो उसके लिए कि हाँ मैंने 3 महीने किया, बट मेरा पैशन था कि मुझे एमबीए करना है, तो मैंने कैट के लिए उसको ड्रॉप किया।
अच्छा,
तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, बट जो जेन्युइन क्वेश्चंस हैं जो ऑब्वियसली तुम्हारे भी दिमाग में आ रहे हैं, वही इंटरव्यूअर के भी दिमाग में आएंगे, राइट, वो भी इंसान ही है। तो
ओके,
वो उन क्वेश्चंस को लिख लो, राइट, एंड ट्राई फ्रेमिंग एन आंसर। ठीक है, टेक जोशी सर हेल्प और माई हेल्प to see that you are confident enough to, you know, say about your work experience. And if you, it is a good thing, first of all, if you have worked somewhere, it is a good thing, right? But you have to defend everything about your work experience, right? Then actually में वो results भी लाएगा। ठीक है,
एंड सर मैं मेंशन तो नहीं करना चाहता था, लेकिन मैंने कैट का फॉर्म भरा था तो उस टाइम वर्क एक्स का डाल दिया था।
यार आई एम नॉट श्योर कि पैनलिस्ट कैट का फॉर्म देखते हैं या नहीं देखते हैं, ये चीज मुझे नहीं पता है एक्चुअली, मैंने कभी कैट दिया नहीं है।
अच्छा,
तो ये चीज या तो आप अपने फ्रेंड से पूछिए या जोशी सर से पूछिए।
ओके सर।
ठीक है, तो क्योंकि अगर आपको लग रहा है कि यार मैं नहीं बोलूंगा और लेकिन उन लोगों को पता होगा, राइट, ये वाला डाउट है,
क्योंकि
तो
सर
ये
क्योंकि सर मेरे को एमबीए आगे फाइनेंस में करना है, और मेरा वर्क एक्स है आईटी सेक्टर में, और बीकॉम की हुई है मैंने, तो सर ये इसका
ठीक है,
पूरा।
चलेगा, मतलब आप स्टोरी बना सकते हो रोहित। आप ये मत सोचो कि यार एक्स वाई जेड हो रहा है, एक्स वाई जेड पे एक लाइन भी बन सकती है बहुत प्यारी सी, है ना। इट इज योर आर्ट ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग और फ्रेमिंग दी स्टोरी कि हाँ ठीक है यार, मेरा इंटरेस्ट था, मुझे मे बी फाइनेंशियली मुझे मन था कि मैं थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली कमाऊं, इसलिए मैं गया और आई डिड गुड।
हम्म,
अपने आप की तारीफ कर दी तुमने वहां पे, एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंटर्स हो गए, समझ में आया मुझे बिजनेस भी कि क्या हो रहा था उस आईटी बिजनेस में, राइट। एंड मे बी वहां से मुझे इंस्पिरेशन और मिला कि मुझे एमबीए जरूर करना चाहिए, क्योंकि अभी मैं एकदम मैनेजमेंट नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ, मे बी आफ्टर एमबीए और मे बी इन अ रोल दैट आई टेक आफ्टर एन एमबीए, वहां पे मैं बेटर मैनेज कर पाऊंगा, आई बी इन अ बेटर पोजीशन। तो दैट इज अप टू यू रोहित, राइट।
ओके, यस सर।
ठीक है, एनीथिंग एल्स?
नो सर, थैंक यू।
कूल कूल, ओके। आजा भाई प्रखर, बहुत वेट किया तूने, आई कैन सी यू।
Hi, sir. We're meeting for the first time.
यस, गुड। ठीक है प्रखर, प्लीज क्विकली टेल मी अबाउट योर कॉल्स और हाउ यू आर प्लेस्ड।
I wasn't expecting any, but I have got call from. I will might get call from SIBM Pune. I scored decently enough to probably secure a call from SIBM and STM HRD.
ठीक है, नाइस, वेरी नाइस। ठीक है, सो विल स्टार्ट विद द इंटरव्यू नाउ। ठीक है, ओके। हाय प्रखर, प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ।
Hi, good evening, sir. My name is Prakhar Mehrotra. I hail from the capital city of Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. I did my high school from the Martha College, Lucknow. and I completed my graduation in Industrial and Production Engineering from Manipal Institute of Technology. I have a work ex of 18 months, and I'm currently working in KPMG India as a SAP analyst, and I've experience of one implementation project, and I'm currently working on two consecutive projects. My interests are sports like basketball, badminton, cricket, and I also enjoy um, like going through the. I also enjoy trading, and currently I'm trying new strategies of trading, like swing trading and intraday. It's a hobby which I've recently found, and yeah, I'm currently pursuing it. Like I try to find my time off, and I try to invest in it.
Okay, okay. Thanks. Thank you, Prakhar. Good to know you. You said new strategies of training.
Trading, stock trading,
Trading.
equity
Okay.
trading. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay, okay. Understood. So, Prakhar, tell me one thing. You did industrial engineering. Now you are SAP analyst.
Yeah, so there is a correlation between them. So SAP is an ERP software. It's used in industries. So ERP software basically manages the entire processes of an industry, which can be finance, sales and distribution, production planning. Everything is linked. So my experience and my learnings from industrial production are very much utilized in this because technically I'm working in an industrial, I'm technically working in a manufacturing sector, but through a software, IT side of it.
Okay, okay. Understood. So you are a SAP analyst. Okay, okay.
I would say
Understood.
SAP consultant. Analyst is my designation, but my work is of a consultant from KPMG India.
Okay, okay, okay. So you work for Indian clients or is it global?
So my first project was with KPMG Australia. It was an internal project where KPMG Australia had to implement SAP within their ecosystem. They weren't currently using, so they wanted the expertise from KPMG India. So I handle a particular module in SAP, which is project systems. And project systems is actually a project management tool. So it basically it controls the project from the starting to the end phase. It includes the budgeting of the project. It includes the time scheduling of the project. It includes the controlling of the project of budget and time. So this is how this is what I'm currently working on.
So why do you wish to pursue MBA, Prakhar? You seem to you seem
Yes.
to be doing good.
So my first project was with KPMG Australia, and the current two projects I'm working on, I cannot name them because of NDA. One is a publicly listed company, um, and the other one, which is a private company, it works on CNC manufacturing. So basically, I have experience of, I'm currently gaining experience of different side of businesses, and my interest towards understanding of businesses and the working of them has pushed me towards going for an MBA.
Okay, Prakhar, let me tell you this. The experience that you are having, of by in your current role, understanding different sides of businesses through implementing a ERP for your clients. Let me tell you, this will give you a better understanding of, various roles and various uh, areas of business, right? You are into ERP implementation, and currently you are with one part of the implementation project systems. Maybe in future, with when you grow, right, with time, you will be handling two or three modules, and slowly you will be handling the full SAP implementation, right? So don't you think that this will give you more or a better understanding of businesses, of how business is happening, instead of doing an MBA and sticking yourself to any one of the part of the MBA like marketing or sales?
So my current work as a PS is basically a consultant. So my consultant is we understand the problems of businesses, and then we give them solutions based on how SAP works to improve their processes. right? So the problems could vary from a basic one to a very advanced one, right? So when those problems come in, that's when that's where I feel like I need more expertise. Like, so that's where I think I would like to go for MBA.
So what exact skills do you see that you lack and you will be able to, gain them while pursuing MBA?
I can say the technicalities of MBA, the technicalities of businesses, sorry, the technicalities of business, not able to collect my thought right now.
No worries, no worries. Okay, Prakhar. Okay, so you wish to work for a consulting firm after the MBA. Let's suppose you get selected.
Yes.
What job prospects do you see for yourself?
I see myself inclining towards management consulting. And along with consulting, I'm also inclined towards finance because I feel like both are a number cruncher's game. So I am inclined towards both consulting and finance. In finance, I'm directed more towards the private equity part, like the investing part of it, like hedge funds and venture capitalists. I'll uh, I'll learn more about it. Currently, I've just started my GD-PI. I'll end up read more about it. And from the management consulting part, I'm like understanding the business processes and giving a better solution to the client is what I feel like I will be able to do better once I get done with my MBA. So that's why I think I'll shift myself from an IT consultant to a management consultant.
Okay, okay, Prakhar. Tell me, what is your understanding of a person who has done an MBA? How do you see yourself, maybe once you have completed the MBA? What difference do you see in Prakhar, a non-MBA versus Prakhar with an MBA?
But if after an MBA, I can see myself having a better um, can say I can have a better interpersonal skills. I can have a better communication. I can build better strategies for the business. Like let's say currently I've just started my computing journey, and I don't know the various solutions I could give to a client. Right. So after an MBA, probably after going through multiple systems, I would be able to give them a better solution after that.
Okay, okay,
It can help me and making me an all-round consultant, I believe.
okay, 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 Prakhar. So you come from the state of Uttar Pradesh, that to
Yes.
Lucknow. Can you tell me three things that are good and three things that are bad in your state, Uttar Pradesh?
So the three good things I could think of is Uttar Pradesh has a very good labor force. Like Uttar Pradesh is people from Uttar Pradesh travel various parts of the country, and we contribute a lot indirectly, I can say, to the GDPs of the economies of other states as well. And the second I could say is the economy of Uttar Pradesh itself is growing at a good pace. It currently is the second largest GDP of as a state of the country. It contributes 9% of GDP of India. That is approximately $250 billion. And third, I could say is the tourism of the state. The It has one of the seven wonders of the world itself, and many other cities which are great tourist destinations within the country itself. Three bad things I would say is sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall myself, not able to collect my thoughts.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. No worries. Since you have been working with KPMG, it's a global consulting firm. Can you share two good things and two bad things about KPMG?
Yeah. So KPMG is part of the Big Four consulting firms. It is specialized in auditing and sorry, sir, can you repeat the question, please? Two good things. Right?
Two good things and two bad things that you have experienced as an employee.
Being a big part of the Big Four consulting firm, it's renowned in it is it in it's renowned in its tax and auditing part. And another one I would say is the culture within itself is really good compared to the other consulting firms within the Big Four. Yeah. The bad parts of it, um, not able to recall much.
Okay.
I think it's been a long day.
No worries, no worries. Prakhar, can you tell me, since you said that, the culture of your company, KPMG, is you feel that it's better than the other consulting firms. So help me understand what made you say that.
Yeah, I know it's kind of a big word. Culture better than the other. But I feel like my experiences overall in three projects when I has been incredible. My managers, my colleagues, my teammates, my partners, the support and the collaboration within the team, the expectations, and um, the motivation you get from the senior leaders is really inspiring while the journey goes throughout. And apart from just the team, the culture within, like the the events which happen within the company are quite commendable when I compare it with a few other companies within its business areas.
Okay, so do you have any idea what other companies are doing? Since you are saying that KPMG is doing better, so I am assuming that you understand what other companies are also doing, and this is a comparative analysis that you are
Yes, sir.
bringing, right? So are you aware, or have you just heard, and how is it?
I'm like mostly I have a large group of friends who or colleagues or yeah, of my professional friends who are working in other consulting firms, and their experiences haven't been the best in, let's say, the last 2 years. So I'm comparing on a very niche basis, but that's what I feel on my end. This is a big quality of my firm.
Okay, okay, cool. Prakhar, can you share some of your major strengths?
Uh, a strength I would say for myself is being a good team member. Like I understand that leadership is very important, but before being a leader, being a good team member is more important. Like uh, basically a good communication between the team and the senior leader, senior manager, good time management skill, a good strategy to a good strategy while when the sorry, I'm not okay.
No worries, no worries. Uh, one last question, Prakhar, before
Yeah.
we end. Do you have any weakness that you can share? Any one or any more that you want to share?
One weakness I could say is a collection of thoughts. Whenever I'm presenting myself, I do stutter. And basically, the things which I want to convey, they get blocked, or I'm not able to fully express myself. I'm working on it by mentoring, by being a mentee of my manager of my current project. So weekly we hold a meeting and we basically, let's say on a Friday, everyone explains their work. So usually I start off that meeting. So it helps me in collecting my thought, in presenting the work I've done. It gives me a sense of achievement that this is a part of work, this is the kind of work I've completed throughout the week. And we also display our thoughts for the future, for the next week. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Prakhar. We can stop the interview now. Cool. Good, Prakhar. कैसा लग रहा है? कैसा गया इंटरव्यू?
ऑनेस्टली मतलब जितने मैंने इंटरव्यूज दिए हैं उससे काफी बेटर हो सकता था. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल काफी टाइम बाद एक इंटरव्यू फॉर्म में दिया है तो उसकी वजह से थोड़ी स्टटरिंग हुई है एंड थोड़ा कलेक्शन ऑफ थॉट्स डेफिनेटली वाज अ प्रॉब्लम. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आज ही मेरा प्लान बना है टू स्टार्ट माय जीडीपीआई प्रेप बिकॉज आई वाजंट एक्सपेक्टिंग एनी कॉल सो फार. So today I got a very good result, so I feel like I should start with it. And yeah, basically facts अपने और सही करने हैं. Along with this, so मेरा एक research project है which I did 1.5 years back in college. So वो carbon fibers पे है, carbon fibers की machining के ऊपर. I haven't mentioned it yet because I have to read a lot on it. पूरा journal है of 13 pages. It's published. It got published in March 2023.
अच्छा, कौन कौन से जर्नल में? मतलब some known journal or in any
Yes, a
proceedings of the
known,
conference?
yes, a known journal,
ठीक है, good, good, very nice, very nice.
a scientific journal.
Cool, cool, cool. So that is a big thing, प्रखर, है ना? ये तो आपके इंट्रो में ही जाएगा. पढ़ो आप इसके बारे में. इसको तो
Right,
इंट्रो में डालो.
हाँ वही एग्जैक्टली मुझे वो उसके बारे में करना था. इसकी प्लेसमेंट कहाँ होनी चाहिए, कि वो इसकी प्लेसमेंट कहाँ पर होनी चाहिए.
See, if you read enough, clear enough, then intro में ही डालो इसको कि see, these people, your panelists are academic people. ठीक है? You are saying कि मुझे जॉब करना है, सब लोग बोल रहे हैं जॉब करना है, बट वो खुद academicians हैं. उनका इंटरेस्ट इसी में है कि हाँ यार, एक रिसर्च माइंडसेट का बंदा चाहिए, या वो रिसर्च अगर आप बोलते हो ना तो वो जेन्युइनली इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं. ठीक है? तो ये चीज उनकी साइकोलॉजी को समझ के तुमको अपने इंट्रो में ही डालनी चाहिए, इज माय सजेशन.
ओके.
राइट? एंड यू कैन बी प्राउड अबाउट इट दैट आई हैव पब्लिश्ड अ पेपर, आई एम अ, इस तरह से यू फ्रेम इट एंड यू पुट इट.
वो सर है जर्नल ऑफ कंपोजिट साइंस.
ठीक है, ठीक है. मतलब ये क्वेश्चन आएगा ऑब्वियसली, तो
राइट राइट राइट.
आई होप यू विल, मतलब एक
बिकॉज
जर्नल
में
में पब्लिश होना वर्सेस जो कॉन्फ्रेंसेज होती है, राइट?
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
एकेडमिक और रिसर्च कॉन्फ्रेंसेज होते हैं, उनकी जो प्रोसीडिंग्स होते हैं उसमें भी पब्लिश होता है,
कि
राइट? तो वो
प्रॉपर जर्नल है कि इफ यू एंटर माय नेम यू कैन सी अ रिसर्च पेपर राइट देयर.
राइट,
एंड
राइट.
इसमें टेक्निकलिटीज बहुत सारी है. इफ लाइक अभी तो रिकॉल नहीं कर पाऊंगा बिकॉज आई डिड
हाँ,
इट
हाँ.
1.5 years back. But एक read through में I'll like 1 hour read में I'll be able to give the technicalities I did with that one.
ग्रेट, ग्रेट, ऑसम यार, ऑसम. ये तो डालो, जरूर डालो यार, क्योंकि दीज पीपल आर एकेडमिक पीपल. उनको मजा आएगा कि हाँ, एक रिसर्च ओरिएंटेड बंदा है.
Right, right. मेरा purpose basically यही था कि I do it for the basis of masters कि एक added advantage हो जाता है.
राइट, राइट. गुड, 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 गुड.
And सब work में जो KPMG ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाला प्रोजेक्ट है, it was an unsuccessful project in reality. It was an unsuccessful project which ended off on a abrupt note. So basically KPMG ऑस्ट्रेलिया की तरफ से उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट खत्म हो गई थी. So that project ended. बट उस प्रोजेक्ट में क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स थी उनकी, उनका काम क्या चाहना था, मैंने वो सब नोट डाउन किया था. इट वाज अ 2 months प्रोजेक्ट. प्रॉपर पूरा काम चला था, अर्ली मॉर्निंग मीटिंग्स होती थी. सो शुड आई ऐड दिस और नॉट, बिकॉज इफ आई डोंट वोंट ऐड इट देन आई थिंक वो 1.5 year को जस्टिफाई करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा.
नहीं, देख प्रखर, तुझे पता है कि ये 1.5 years में तूने क्या क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स किए, कितना उसका एक एक का ड्यूरेशन था. ठीक है? मैं एक पैनलिस्ट को उतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं आएगा. यू आर what you are doing in general, ठीक है, तू KPMG के लिए काम करता है, you are a SAP consultant working as an analyst, ठीक है, तो और तेरा क्या काम है, SAP implementation का काम, you have worked on various projects for many clients, is this is the only thing that will get registered in the mind of the panelist. अब अंदर वो 2 महीने था, तू बेंच पे था कुछ टाइम पे, कुछ टाइम, वो इतना रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है.
ओके,
ठीक है.
सो ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना कि वो टाइमलाइन स्पेसिफिक पूछे, क्योंकि मेरा डिसेंट टाइम बेंच पे था, तो उसके बाद फिर काम चालू हुआ था और अभी करंटली 2 प्रोजेक्ट एक साथ मिले हुए, तो अलग अलग टाइमलाइंस पे निपटाता हूँ.
If somebody ask you very specifically कि how much time have you spent on bench, but I am telling you ये नहीं आएगा. Nobody is interested कि तुझे कितने प्रोजेक्ट, वो इंटरनल है तेरा KPMG का, ठीक है. एक MBA कॉलेज के प्रोफेसर को उसमें इंटरेस्ट नहीं है.
नहीं.
ठीक है. पहली बात, अगर इन केस कोई उसी फील्ड का आ जाता है और वो पूछने लगता है कि अच्छा तू तो नया नया गया था, कितना टाइम बेंच पे.
पॉसिबल है, बिकॉज काफी लोग, ज्यादातर 90% लोग MBA ही होते हैं. वो यूजुअली MBA इन IT होते हैं, MBA इन प्रोडक्शन होते हैं, तो वो घूम फिर के सब ERP सॉफ्टवेयर में आ जाते हैं इस वक्त.
हाँ हाँ, वो इजी. मैं S/4HANA इम्प्लीमेंट करवाता हूँ यार, ठीक है, डेलोइट के लिए.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
ठीक है, तो आई कुड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू वर डूइंग. मैं ज्यादा इसीलिए नहीं जा रहा था क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा था कि
Because फिर
मेरा
डेप्थ
भी
में
बैकग्राउंड वही है, तो मे बी मैं इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा ले रहा हूँ.
कैन गो अ लॉट इन डेप्थ.
राइट. तो उतना उनको ठीक है, तू काम अच्छे से करता है, व्हाट आर योर स्किल्स, व्हाट स्किल्स आर यू कमिंग विद, दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट. ओके. तू कितने टाइम बेंच पे था, तूने मे बी इन 1.5 साल में सिर्फ 1 ही महीने काम किया, ठीक है, तो उस 1 महीने में क्या किया, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. कैसे तेरी अप्रोच क्या रहती है, हाउ डू यू मैनेज योरसेल्फ, हाउ डू यू मैनेज स्ट्रेस. कंसल्टिंग का ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि कंसल्टिंग इन्वायरमेंट तो बहुत रिग्रेस होता है ना, क्लाइंट के हिसाब से हमें पूरे दिन काम करना होता है, हाउ डू यू डील विद सच सिचुएशन. ये क्वेश्चंस आर मोर यू नो पॉसिबल रादर देन कोई तुझसे ये नहीं बोलेगा 1.5 महीने में कितने महीने कौन से क्लाइंट को दिए.
टाइमलाइन स्पेसिफिक नहीं पूछता है, बस काम क्या किया and क्या सीखा उसके बेसिकली.
एग्जैक्टली. Are you positive about your work, your approach? Are you confident enough with whatever you have done? है ना, this is for everyone. Okay. So you need not worry about that totally यार. ठीक है. Now I'll start with the pointers what I have written. ठीक है. I asked you first of all, you are a good speaker, right? You are good in communication, Prakar. ठीक है. योर वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन, योर एवरीथिंग इज गुड. ठीक है. तो दैट इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच यू आर ऑलरेडी गुड एट. नाउ ऑन द कंटेंट पार्ट, योर इंट्रो वाज गुड. ठीक है. एंड strategies of trading you said, which is again impressive because something similar is something that you are coming for in the interview, right? So which is good. But अब आता हूं मैं इस पे कि व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू व्हाई MBA, तो तू अपने एक्सपीरियंस में घुस गया कि मैं अभी SAP जब इम्प्लीमेंट करता हूँ तो मुझे डिफरेंट साइड ऑफ बिजनेसेस दिखते हैं और
रिलेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा था कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, टू क्या मैं कर सकता हूँ.
राइट. which is nice, with your approach was nice, but it was a little incomplete. ऐसा लगा कि ठीक है, ये बंदा अभी अभी SAP में घुसा हुआ है, अभी ये बहुत सारे अपने मॉड्यूल में क्या बिजनेस समझता है और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करता है, एंड मुझे थोड़ा सा और समझना है, इसलिए मैं MBA करना चाहता हूँ. तो वो ना लास्ट पार्ट को थोड़ा और एलाबोरेट कर दैट. उससे मुझे लगा कि मुझे बहुत लिमिटेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग है एंड आई कैन डू बेटर व्हेन आई हैव मोर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ बिजनेस. फिर यहाँ पे कट करके टेल अदर 2-3 थिंग्स अबाउट व्हाट यू विल गेन इन MBA. ओके, डोंट लीव इट यहाँ पे. टेल कि मतलब आई ऑल्सो वांट टू होन माय लीडरशिप स्किल्स, आई ऑल्सो सी दैट ये 10 पॉइंट्स गूगल करके निकल आएंगे जो कि. ठीक है. डोंट एंड योर आंसर देयर. ठीक है. फिर व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रखर नॉन MBA वर्सेस प्रखर MBA, तो वो भी मतलब सेटिस्फाइंग नहीं था यार.
नहीं निकला था.
So you should read a little bit about what an MBA will provide you. ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन ये समझने के लिए था कि तुझे कितना पता है कि एमबीए में क्या होता है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे यू हैव टू रीड अ लिटिल बिट। यू मतलब लास्ट में तू वो जेनरिक स्किल्स पे आ गया था,
Generic
इंटरपर्सनल
sales पर
स्किल।
था।
वो बहुत
Correct,
जेनरिक
correct.
हो गया यार, है ना।
बहुत जनरल हो जाएगा.
वो कोई भी उठा के बोल सकता है। वो अपनी आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिखानी है, माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट एमबीए, व्हाट एमबीए इज गोइंग टू डू, नॉट बिजनेस,
हम्म.
राइट। व्हाट एमबीए विल हेल्प मी, हाउ एमबीए विल हेल्प मी इनफैक्ट, तो वो आपको बोलना है। ठीक है, फिर आई आस्क्ड यू अबाउट योर स्टेट, तो यू वर गुड विद नंबर्स, दैट वाज इम्प्रेसिव कि यू तुमने वो मारा
9%
था, एक
इंटरव्यू.
जीडीपी
50
वाला
इंटरव्यू.
मारा था, विच इज इम्प्रेसिव, राइट। तो इट लुक्स इम्प्रेसिव। Good things overall, what you said was kind of satisfying, which was okay. ठीक है, you had to think, but it was okay. On bad things, you were blank,
हाँ.
right?
क्योंकि दोनों की बैड थिंग्स आर नर्वस पॉइंट. केपीएमजी का जब आपने पूछा था
हाँ,
देन एज वेल, एंड जब यूपी का पूछा दैट टाइम एज वेल.
right, right, right. तो blank नहीं होना है यार। Say that I am not able to recollect, but try for 30 seconds. कि give me 20 seconds time, sir. I'll try. मतलब I'll recollect. And because यूपी की bad things ना बता पाना, ठीक है, अपने आप में मतलब एक फनी मतलब हो जाएगा इंटरव्यू आपका कि,
राइट, राइट.
है ना। यू कैन स्टार्ट विद इलिटरेसी, यू कैन स्टार्ट विद एन नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स यार। ठीक है, तो सिमिलरली फॉर केपीएमजी, डोंट से कभी भी कि
मैं अलग
माई
अलग हूँ.
कंपनी का कल्चर इज बेटर देन।
कल्चर, हाँ, वो मैं बोलती रियलाइज हुई बहुत ब्लेंडर.
हाँ, वो फिर
वो
आप ना पूरे कल्चर के उसमें चले जाओगे कि व्हाट एनालिसिस हैव यू
वो
डन, व्हाट इज कंपनीज कल्चर फर्स्ट।
डिबेटेबल टॉपिक हो जाएगा.
हाँ, अगर
एंड
एक भी एचआर का
सब्जेक्टिव भी
बंदा
है.
बैठा होगा ना आपके पैनल में, वो कल्चर वर्ड सुनते ही ना एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा
राइट,
कि
राइट,
भाई
राइट.
तेरी
वो
क्या समझ है कल्चर के बारे में, पहले तू ये बता। ठीक है, तो वो पूरा ना बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाएगा।
और डिबेटेबल टॉपिक वो बहुत सब्जेक्टिव चीज है, तो वो
हाँ,
सब्जेक्टिव चीज को
तो अगर इफ यू आर सेइंग दैट कल्चर ऑफ माय कंपनी इज वेरी सेटिस्फाइंग एंड गुड, तो इवन देन रीड व्हाट इज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर, and then have at least 3 points to defend your answer that yes, my company's culture is really good. Otherwise वो पूरा ग्रिल हो जाओगे यहाँ पे
करते
कि क्या बात कर रहे हो, एक कंसल्टिंग कंपनी का कल्चर इज गुड, पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू गेट प्रॉपर स्लीप, प्रॉपर फूड, एंड यू आर सेइंग द कल्चर इज गुड। यहाँ से आएगा सीधे उठ के।
तो वो
ठीक है,
बहुत बड़ा होगा, वो रेलिंग होगा बहुत.
हाँ, तो प्लीज बी प्रिपेयर्ड ऑन, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट इज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर, बिकॉज एचआर का एक इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, मैनेजमेंट में आप ये सीखोगे, राइट। ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिहेवियर, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर, ये सब चीजें आएंगी। तो व्हेन यू यूज अ टर्म कल्चर, you have to understand what it is. Okay, then I asked you your experience of good things in KPMG, and but culture वाला part चलो ठीक है, वो एक अलग हो गया। You said it's a big firm, it's the biggest firm, audit firm, तो ठीक है यार, वो होगी, but how is it affecting you?
सर इसी में इसमें मैं क्या क्या पॉइंट्स कह सकता हूँ. गूगल में तो कुछ कुछ मिल जाएगा आपके पर्सपेक्टिव.
राइट, राइट, तो यू हैव टू गिव योर एक्सपीरियंस। ठीक है, यहाँ पे यू कैन से दैट आई कैन सी गुड करियर ट्रेजेक्ट्री, lot of opportunities of learning. We have to complete 40 hours of learning, and we are free to use the LinkedIn or वो edX और
लिंक्डइन
वो सब,
लर्निंग फ्री होता है.
right? So say that I, apart from my own work, since I am interested in trading, I did 2-3 courses on trading, and वो प्रमोट करता है मेरा कंपनी, मेरी कंपनी प्रमोट करती है टू फॉर मी टू अंडरस्टैंड न्यू थिंग्स, राइट। करियर ट्रेजेक्ट्री के बारे में बोल सकता है, लर्निंग के बारे में बोल सकता है, कल्चर के बारे में अगर तू बोल रहा है तो पढ़ के। ठीक है, कि क्या होता है कंपनी कल्चर, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर, वहां पे कैसे फिट हो रहा है व्हाट यू आर सेइंग। ठीक है, इट शुड बी बिकॉज दिस इज गोइंग टू बी टेक्निकल। ठीक है,
एक और चीज है.
हाँ, हाँ,
क्योंकि मेरे एक ही कॉल आई है, तो आई एम स्पेसिफिकली प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दैट. तो एफआईबीएम में जो उनका एमबीए है वो है स्पेशलाइजेशन वाइज. स्पेशलाइजेशन में आई एम रूटिंग फॉर फाइनेंस बिकॉज मेरा इंटरेस्ट डेवलप हुआ है लाइक एक साल पहले आई थॉट कि चलो फाइनेंस से करूंगा एंड आई रीड इट बाय माई सेल्फ बिकॉज आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम अ फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड ना इंजीनियरिंग ना माई वर्क इज रिलेटेड मच टू फाइनेंस बट आई रीड अपॉन इट लाइक आर्टिकल्स और बेसिकली इक्विटी के थ्रू ही जब आप एनालिसिस करते हो फंडामेंटल हो गई टेक्निकल हो गई तो उसमें आप बहुत सारी टर्मिनोलॉजी सीखते हो इस चीज को मैं जस्टिफाई कैसे करूँ लाइक वो पूछेंगे कि कौन सी स्पेसिफिक स्पेशलाइजेशन तुम करना चाहोगे सप्लाई चेन एंड ऑपरेशंस है एंड दैट इज वेरी मच रिलेटेड टू इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्शन बस
Correct.
हमारा काम वाज वेरी मच सप्लाई चेन तो उसको वो पूछेंगे कि सप्लाई चेन क्यों नहीं करना चाहते व्हाई डू यू वांट टू गो फॉर फाइनेंस they can easily ask that तो उस चीज पे मैं कैसे like
Right.
I don't have like solid work for that or solid BCom or degree for that to justify that वहाँ
Correct.
कैसे आऊँ?
तो वहां पे प्रखर मैं यहाँ पे भी काफी कल भी ये चीज मैंने बोली कि इफ यू आर चूजिंग एनी वन पार्ट ऑफ द मैनेजमेंट तो यू हैव टू जस्टिफाई इट विद टू थिंग्स फर्स्ट इज योर जेन्युइन इंटरेस्ट व्हेन यू से जेन्युइन इंटरेस्ट ऐसे नहीं कोई मानेगा कि मुझे फाइनेंस में इंटरेस्ट नहीं यू हैव टू टेल टू थ्री थ्योरीज टू थ्री फ्रेमवर्क्स राइट or anything more to justify. Maybe it can start with just maybe it can start with the balance sheet of KPI or balance sheet of one of your clients, right? वहां से तुम्हें पता चला कि हाँ यार बैलेंस शीट की सब कुछ है कच्चा चिट्ठा तो पूरा बैलेंस शीट में होता है राइट तो वहां से तुमको समझ में आने लग गया अच्छा कि इसके बेसिस पे वी डू अ लॉट ऑफ बिजनेस
हाँ जैसे मेरे प्रोजेक्ट में बजटिंग का बहुत बड़ा रोल है बिकॉज व्हेन यू कंट्रोलिंग अ प्रोजेक्ट बजटिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है तो उसके एक्चुअल्स फोरकास्ट की प्लानिंग
राइट
के थ्रू कह सकता हूँ कि फाइनेंस और इट्स मैं ये भी कह सकता हूँ बिकॉज इट्स वेरी मच लिंक टू फाइनेंस
करेक्ट
फाइनेंस
करेक्ट
मॉड्यूल तो वहां से मेरा इंटरेस्ट सडनली जागा व्हाइल वर्किंग ऑन प्रोजेक्ट्स की फाइनेंस इज अ बिग रोल इट बिग रोल इन
Right. So when you were working in your company for this client, you went through the budgeting or forecasting, and you thought कि मतलब you got an appealing कि यही तो business है, right? Rest of the things are execution. Supply chain and operation is execution, but the real planning of how are we going to make profit? तो ये सब मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगा. नाउ ये हो गया एक पार्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट प्रकार. अगर तू इंटरेस्टेड था तुझे इतना ही अच्छा लग गया तो व्हाट डू यू नो व्हाट यू हैव रेड एक्स्ट्रा अबाउट फाइनेंस दैट शुड आल्सो कम ओके तो वहां पे रीड अ लिटिल बिट मोर
तो इसके लिए मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ आई वेंट टू थ्रू एसआईबीएम की वेबसाइट एंड उसमें स्पेशलाइजेशंस में उनके चारों सेमेस्टर्स का जो कोर्स है उसमें फाइनेंस में उनके इलेक्टिव्स क्या है उसके मैं चैप्टर्स देख सब्जेक्ट्स देख लूँ एंड उसके ऊपर जैसे इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग है फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग हो गया इस टाइप की एनालिसिस हो गया वैल्यूएशन हो गया कंपनी वैल्यूएशन तो इन सब के बारे में मैंने क्या पढ़ा रखा है और मैं क्या सोचता हूँ ऐसे अगर कुछ पॉइंट्स रखता हूँ
राइट सी आई एम टेलिंग यू ये बहुत अच्छी अप्रोच है पहली बात कि आप जाओ उसमें वो चार सब्जेक्ट्स कुछ उठा के उसके बाद ना उसको गूगल करो उसके बारे में घुसो उसके भी फिर तुमको और मिलेंगे इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग व्हेन यू गो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड देयर आर एटलीस्ट 10 मोर थिंग्स इनसाइड इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग राइट
साइड इन्वेस्टमेंट
थोड़ा उनके सबके थोड़ा थोड़ा नोट्स बना लो क्विक नोट्स
राइट
similarly for other subjects what will happen prakarna when you are into these things when you are reading these things तो subconsciously भी तेरे दिमाग में ये सब बैठेगा तो अगर जब तुझसे कोई पूछता है फाइनेंस में क्यों इंटरेस्ट है तो ना तू ऑटोमेटिकली बेटर आंसर करे ठीक है दिस हैपेंड विद मी आई हैव सीन दिस ठीक है मैंने एचआर रिलेटेड दिया था तो मैं जब घुसा मुझे बहुत इंटरेस्ट नहीं था टू बी फ्रैंक लेकिन जब मैं घुसा उसमें लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट में ये होता है और ट्रेनिंग ऐसे होती है तो वो टेक्निकल वर्ड जब निकलने लगते हैं ना आपके
करेक्ट
कि ट्रेनिंग नीड्स एनालिसिस बहुत अच्छा लगता है तो अपने आप सामने वाले को समझ में आता है कि हाँ यार ये एक्स्ट्रा माइल जा चुका है
टेक्निकल जो कीवर्ड्स होते हैं वो बहुत काम करते हैं
वो डायरेक्ट क्लिक करते हैं सामने वाले पे राइट तो यू हैव टू हाँ तो दिस वाज ऑन द इंटरेस्ट पार्ट पहले कहाँ से आया प्लस एक्स्ट्रा रीडिंग देन सेकेंड इज योर स्किल सेट हाउ डू यू थिंक एक मैनेजर इन फाइनेंस what skill set he or she needs. Maybe very good in numbers, है ना? That you can Google कि skills required to be a good finance manager, right? 6-7 स्किल्स आएंगे, 2-3 उठा जो तुझे तुझे अच्छे लग रहे हैं, उनके अराउंड स्टोरी बना कि हाँ भाई इसमें 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 मैं अच्छा हूँ, गुड विथ नंबर्स और कुछ जो भी आते हैं उसमें, तो दिस विल कंप्लीट योर आंसर.
नंबर से आप एनालिसिस कैसे कर रहे हो,
हाँ,
उससे आप बिजनेस प्रोस्पेक्ट कैसे बढ़ा रहे हो.
राइट. तो ये दिस विल कंप्लीट योर आंसर, इंटरेस्ट एज वेल एज स्किल सेट. ठीक है.
This is from a perspective when you're changing your career. You're, you're engineer IT side and you're converting yourself to a finance side. So इसमें काम होता है.
हाँ, तो ये तो आई थिंक यू कवर्ड वेल, राइट? व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू, तो यू सेड कि मैं अभी ऑलरेडी क्लाइंट्स के जब मैं बिजनेस समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ तो मुझे इंटरेस्ट आता है, एंड आई फील कि और मुझे समझना आना चाहिए. आई कैन रीड एनुअल फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स, मतलब जो बजट है क्लाइंट का, ठीक है, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बट व्हाट स्ट्रेटजीज कैन चेंज थिंग्स. सो आई वांट टू लर्न मोर स्ट्रेटजीज. स्ट्रेटजी इज वन थिंग विच यू विल लर्न ऑल्सो इन योर एमबीए. ठीक है, तो बिजनेस स्ट्रेटजीज क्या क्या होती हैं, हाउ टू गेन मोर प्रॉफिट, तो इट इज समथिंग दैट यू आर वेरी फैसिनेटेड अबाउट. कि क्या करने से अगर कोई एक ऑनलाइन बिजनेस कर रहा है, तो अगर वो से एक्स स्ट्रैटेजी लेता है कि अभी मैं से पेन बेचूंगा, पेन का बिजनेस अच्छा है, व्हाई नॉट स्टेशनरी. तो इस तरीके के, मतलब ये एक बहुत छोटा सा
Right, right.
एग्जांपल है, राइट? तो what strategy or what things can you do to make the organization profitable is something you feel that is very challenging, and I want to learn more. So this is something that will give an impression that हाँ यार ये बंदा genuinely interested है, right?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Then I'll go on with the last few pointers. Strength, when I asked you, you said I'm a team member. ठीक है, तो इसको टीम प्लेयर बोलना.
People.
ठीक है, एंड जस्टिफाई हाउ यू आर अ गुड टीम प्लेयर, राइट? एवरीबडी हैज टू वर्क इन टीम, तो यू हैव टू जस्टिफाई हाउ यू आर गुड और
Correct,
यू
correct.
आर स्पेशल.
Hmm.
ठीक है, what extra thing do you do that you are saying that you are or maybe change this strength, maybe get other good strengths,
Right.
right? Again weakness भी जब मैंने पूछा तो you are blank.
Yeah.
ठीक है, you have to prepare, basically हो जाएगा.
Prepare करना है वो. Right, right. उस पे आ गए. एक बार बैठ के पूरा एक दिन प्रिपेयर करूंगा एक सब पॉइंट्स पे. ठीक है.
ठीक है, ठीक है, कूल, गुड प्रखर,
आया
यू
है मेरे को जब केपीएमजी का इंटरव्यू दिया था मैंने, तो मैंने उस समय गूगल हर जगह गूगल कर करके तो मैंने एक टीम प्लेयर निकाला. मैंने उनको कहा कि लीडरशिप तो एक बंदा होता है, उसके नीचे अगर 10 लोग हैं तो एवरीवन इज अ टीम मेंबर. सो इफ यू कैन बी अ बेटर टीम मेंबर यू कैन हेल्प योर मैनेजर ईजिंग उसका काम लोड इजी कर सकते हो. यू कैन ईज ऑफ हिज वर्क, यू कैन हेल्प योर अदर कलीग्स एज वेल. इस टाइप के मैंने पॉइंट डायरी है लिखी हुई.
गुड
तो एक
गुड.
बार रिवाइज करूंगा बट
हाँ वो
उस पॉइंट आई थिंक वो एचआर इंटरव्यू में it hit the HR. तो मेरा 9 मिनट्स का इंटरव्यू था एचआर का वाला. तो आई थिंक it struck that. तो आई थिंक मैं सबसे छोटा एचआर का इंटरव्यू हुआ था. सॉरी माय बैड, 4 मिनट्स का था. मेरा टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू 9 मिनट्स का था. मैं एचआर मतलब 4 मिनट का स्ट्रेच पूछी, इंग्लिश पूछी, क्या क्या आता है. एंड ये पर्टिकुलर तो मैंने बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया था साथ साथ. अभी नहीं लग पाया. तो
राइट
आई
राइट.
थिंक दैट स्ट्रक ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट. 4 मिनट का था मेरा एचआर इंटरव्यू सुबह. राइट.
ठीक है,
ओके.
clear, good good. So use those pointers as well. ठीक है,
श्योर
anything
श्योर.
else प्रखर, anything that you have in mind?
नहीं नहीं, अभी बस यही था मेरा कि अगर एक तो फाइनेंस साइड का बोलना उनके लिए कैसे रहेगा. अदरवाइज हाँ, मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टिंग मैंने जब बोला है उसको, जब मैंने फाइनेंस से लिंक किया वाज दैट राइट मूव.
मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टिंग जब मैंने बोला, एंड देन
व्हेन यू सेड कि तुम्हें कंसल्टिंग से कंसल्टिंग में जाओगे, सो आई एडेड फाइनेंस इन दैट कि व्हाट इज योर गोल आफ्टर एमबीए. सो आई एडेड मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टिंग एंड आई एडेड फाइनेंस both together. So I didn't go with one. So was that the right move? because I
Mm,
went through the number crunchers game. दोनों को both have to play with numbers. फाइनेंस वाले को भी नंबर से करना है, मैनेजमेंट को भी नंबर से।
हाँ ठीक है, बट मतलब दिस इज समथिंग आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर अबाउट कि डज इट मेक अ डिफरेंस। सी फिनेंस के भी वी हैव मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट्स, राइट? तो एसएपी के इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में ही यू मस्ट हैव सीन मेनी सीए आर देयर, राइट? तो वो मैच ही हो जाता है, मतलब इट इज ओवरलैपिंग। तो यू कैन से दैट ईदर finance expert in management consulting or taking up a independent finance role in any product based or other organizations। तो ठीक है, मतलब इट इज लुकिंग लाइक कि ठीक है, तुझे फिनेंस में इंटरेस्ट है। एक और क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि आर यू मतलब वेरी श्योर कि तुझे फिनेंस करना ही है? मे बी एमबीए के टाइम पे तुझे मार्केटिंग अच्छी लग गई, तो तू क्या करेगा? तो
इस
मेक एन
टाइम
ओपिनियन,
इस
मेक
टाइम
एन
क्वेश्चन
ओपिनियन।
कैसे टैकल करते हैं?
हाँ मतलब मेक एन ओपिनियन, इधर यू आर ओपन कि हाँ अभी मैं मतलब आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू लर्न मोर एंड फाइनलाइजिंग माई, और यू स्टे कि नहीं नहीं मेरा मतलब काफी क्लियर है, मुझे फाइनेंस करना है और मैं इसी ऑब्जेक्टिव से आया हूँ कि आई लर्न होल मैनेजमेंट एंड स्पेशलाइज इन फाइनेंस। तो बीच में मत रहना यार कि
ओके,
करना भी फाइनेंस है लेकिन हाँ देखूंगा, ये वाला एटीट्यूड अच्छा
हाँ,
है।
राइट राइट, ओके। एंड मेरे कॉलेज में मैंने माइनर स्पेशलाइजेशन बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट में किया, तो उसमें हमारे 4 सब्जेक्ट्स थे: एचआर, सप्लाई चेन, मार्केटिंग और फाइनेंस। तो इट इज नॉट मेंशन स्पेसिफिकली इन आवर डिग्री, बट इट इज समथिंग जो हमारे इलेक्टिव्स होते हैं, ओपन इलेक्टिव्स अलग से, तो उसमें किया है करिकुलम का पार्ट। तो इसको कैसे पुट फॉरवर्ड करूं? मैंने अभी यूज नहीं किया। when the question is why MBA, why do you want to pursue, because I have already done a minor specialization in business management अपनी इंजीनियरिंग में, so वहां से मेरा इंटरेस्ट स्टार्ट हुआ उस चीज को कैसे पता।
यार ये यू हैव टू स्लिप इन योर कॉन्वर्जेशंस व्हेन यू सी अ चांस, मतलब because see the major thing that you were doing was BTech, ठीक है? तो this was ठीक है, this was then like a hobby that you want to learn more, which is a good thing, but it is not that major that you say it in your intro, right? तो वो थोड़ा ज्यादा desperate लगने लगेगा, इंट्रो में तो नहीं आना चाहिए। बीच में अगर इफ लाइक somebody ask you कि why MBA वाला क्वेश्चन अगर आता है, तब यहाँ पे डेफिनेटली यू
प्लस
कैन,
पॉइंट की तरह,
हाँ कि
एडेड
जेन्युइन
पॉइंट।
इंटरेस्ट दिखाई देगा कि हाँ मेरा थोड़ा सा इंक्लिनेशन शुरू से ही था एंड इसीलिए मैंने electives भी वैसे ही लिए थे।
हम्म,
तो वो एक माइनर पॉइंट, एक सपोर्ट पॉइंट
एक
की तरह
सपोर्ट पॉइंट की तरह।
ऐड हो जाएगा।
राइट, यही जानना था मुझे।
ठीक है, एनीथिंग
काफी टाइम
एल्स
लिया मैंने
फर्दर?
आपका। नहीं
अरे
नहीं,
नहीं नहीं यार, यू वर दी यू वर पेशेंट इनफ टू बी द लास्ट कैंडिडेट, है
एक्चुअली
ना?
मैं इसका यूटिलाइजेशन करना चाहता था, पूरा एंड ऑफ डे, पूरा काम के बाद 9 to 6 के बाद, उसके बाद 3 घंटे, और उसमें कैसे परफॉर्मेंस होगी उसको चेक करना था मुझे।
ठीक है यार, गुड गुड कूल। ठीक है, तो इफ एनीबडी हैज एनी अदर डाउट बाद में आता है, तो आई एम लीविंग माय फोन नंबर हियर, यू कैन मे बी पिंग मी ऑन व्हाट्सएप और यू कैन कनेक्ट ओवर लिंक्डइन।
ओके सर, आप खाना खा लीजिए अब।
हाँ जी सौरभ, क्या बोला आपने?
आप खाना
हो
खा
गया
लीजिए,
सर।
आप जस्ट हैव डिनर सर।
अरे कर लेंगे यार, कोई नहीं,
मैं भी
है ना?
करूंगा अभी।
ठीक है।
Hi, Akshay sir.
हाँ जी रिदम।
Just the last question.
हाँ
सर,
हाँ
अगर मान लो कि आप ही की तरह इंटरव्यू ने भी हमें पूछ लिया कि ये तो बहुत ही शुगर कोटेड आपकी वीकनेस है, तो उसमें हम लोग अपने आप को डिफेंड कैसे करेंगे?
हाँ, तो उसमें यार ये मत तुरंत उस पे हट मत जाना मुस्कुरा के कि
हम्म।
हाँ हाँ ये तो शुगर कोटेड ही थी, ठीक है? तो थोड़ा डिफेंड करना,
हम्म।
ठीक है? कि नहीं नहीं यार आप क्या बात कर रहे हो, इट इज नॉट शुगर कोटेड, पोलाइटली, डोंट गेट एजिटेटेड कि अरे हट ऐसा कैसे बोल दिया, नहीं, है ना? प्लीज कीप योर काम हमेशा, मतलब देर मे बी मतलब सिचुएशंस, मैंने अभी बहुत लाइट, सर ने भी मुझे बोला था कि थोड़ा भी लाइट सा रखना है। अदरवाइज जब ग्रिलिंग स्टार्ट होती है ना कई बार, तो एकदम से आपको लगेगा आप एकदम आग पे बैठ गए। ठीक है, धड़ाधड़ धड़ाधड़ लगेगा कि मारे ही जा रहे हैं, सोचने नहीं देंगे वो आपको। ठीक है, तो ऐसे केसेस में पोलाइट रहना है। हाँ खैर, जब अगर कोई इस तरह बोलता है कि परफेक्शनिस्ट बोल रहे हो, हट तुम शुगर कोट कर रहे हो यार, तो बी पोलाइट एंड से कि नहीं नहीं सर ऐसा नहीं है, इट इज समथिंग विच इज देयर सिंस माय चाइल्डहुड, not just about my career and my studies and academics. I tend to be I tend to focus a lot on the perfection. For example, when I cycle, so I keep everything very polished, everything should be in the right place. I don't like noises. जब मैं cycling करता हूँ तो अगर कोई भी loose part से अगर कुछ भी noise आ रही है, तो I immediately stop, I open every part, and इससे क्या है ना, genuinely आपका दिखने लग गया कि हाँ यार ये मतलब है थोड़ा कुछ अजीब सा। तो आप इससे इस तरीके से अपने आप को जस्टिफाई कर सकते हो। बट
Okay,
तुम चाहे जितना भी प्रिपेयर कर लो, थोड़ा बी स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट, राइट?
sure.
यू हैव टू बी स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट इफ यू सी कि यार नहीं अब ये मारने पे ही आ गए हैं, है ना? तो ठीक है, बी ऑन बैक फुट, डिफेंड योरसेल्फ बट बी ऑन बैक फुट, राइट? आई टेल यू माय इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस क्विकली, है ना? अभी थोड़ा लेट हो गया है बट स्टिल, मैं जब टिस के इंटरव्यू में घुसा हूँ, ठीक है, मेरा एक वो वहां पे एक फॉर्म चलता है, वहां पे आप पूरी कहानी लिखते हो। ठीक है, तो उन्होंने वो देखा, मेरी तरफ ऐसे गंदी नजर से देखा, उसके बाद बोल उन्होंने देख लिया था कि मैं मारुति में मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है। ओके, तो चलो यार, सिन्हा जी, स्टार्ट विथ टू गुड पॉइंट्स एंड टू बैड पॉइंट्स ऑफ मारुति। सो आई स्टार्टेड कि सर मारुति इज नंबर वन इन सेलिंग एंड मेकिंग इकोनॉमिकल कार्स। अरे इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है यार, वो तो हर कंपनी कर रही है। Even nobody is foolish enough, nobody is that foolish that they will not make economical cars. Be it Hyundai, be it Tata, everybody is doing that. What special Maruti is doing? फर्स्ट पॉइंटर मेरा मुंह खोलते ही ना उन्होंने ये बोला। तो मैंने फिर उसको डिफेंड किया कि नहीं नहीं सर, मारुति इज अ लीडर, Hyundai and Tata and other companies are following Maruti, right? If you talk about numbers, Alto is the number one vehicle which is driving the country. अच्छा ठीक है यार, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट बोलो। तो इस तरीके से उन्होंने पूरा जानबूझ के रखा। मेरे पहले जो बंदा निकल के आया था वो हाथ में कॉफी लेके निकला था, एंड ही सेड कि यार दे आर अमेजिंग, दे मेड मी टू ड्रिंक कॉफी इनसाइड द पैनल। मुझे लगा यार सही है, अच्छा है, और बुढ़े लोग बैठे हुए थे, ठीक है, बहुत ही बुढ़े थे। तो मुझे लगा कि सही ही होंगे यार। मैं जब गया तो एकदम से यार उनका ये स्टार्ट हो गया। तो उनकी स्ट्रैटेजी होती है, ठीक है, इन केस ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है तो कीप योर काम। इट इज टफ, आई एम टेलिंग यू, इट इज टफ। बिकॉज मुझे उन्होंने यूपीएससी पे फिर ग्रिल करने लगा कि तेरा निकला नहीं, क्यों नहीं निकला, मुझसे पूछना। मैंने कहा कि मैंने एनालिसिस किया सर, मेरा ये पार्ट कमजोर था और फिर मैंने उस पर काम किया और फिर से दिया, तो फिर क्यों नहीं निकला? सीधे वो एकदम मतलब मेरे बोलते ही देवर सेइंग कि फिर क्यों नहीं निकला। अरे यार ये आईएएस आईपीएस सब चोर होते हैं यार, क्यों बनना था तुम्हें? करप्शन करना था, पैसे कमाने थे। मैंने कहा नहीं नहीं सर, आप क्या बात कर रहे हो, वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट बदल सकता है, कितने लोगों की जिंदगी बदल सकता है एक आईएएस। क्या जिंदगी बदलेगा यार, 99% आर करप्ट, यू वुड ऑल्सो बी करप्ट, यू विल गो इनटू द सिस्टम। इस तरीके से ना, मतलब वो सोचने का टाइम ही नहीं दे रहे थे। तो वो उनकी स्ट्रैटेजी है, कभी कभी बहुत आराम से प्यार से, हम कहाँ से आए हो, कंपनी में कैसा लग रहा है, मुंबई आए हो इंटरव्यू देने, मुंबई का क्लाइमेट कैसा लग रहा है, ठीक है, और भगा देंगे।
तो सर मेरा डाउट है सर, ये फिर क्या चीज देखते हैं कि एक ग्रिल इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं उसको सिलेक्ट कर ले रहे हैं और एक जो नॉर्मल इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं उसको सिलेक्ट ही कर रहे हैं?
तो यार मुझे भी बहुत नहीं पता है सौरभ, बट एटलीस्ट जब ग्रिल कर रहे हैं तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट समबडी इज काम। अगर वो मुझे बोल रहे हैं कि आइए सर, बोलूं सर आप क्या बात, मेरा अगर फेस का एक्सप्रेशन ऐसा हो जाए कि सर आप क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, आपका एक्सपीरियंस है, कितना एक्सपीरियंस है आइए साइकिल, खत्म हो गया मेरा इंटरव्यू यार वहीं पे, है ना? अगर वो मुझे बोलते हैं कि क्या यार मारुति तो ऐसी कंपनी है, बेकार कंपनी है, मैं बोल दूं यार अच्छा, आप अच्छी कंपनी बता दो, खत्म हो गया मेरा इंटरव्यू। मैं उनको बोलूंगा नहीं नहीं सर ऐसा नहीं है, आप जो बोल रहे हो आई अंडरस्टैंड, मे बी यू आर कंपेयरिंग इट विद अदर लग्जरी कार्स, बट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द इकोनॉमी ऑफ कंट्री। आवर कंट्री कैनॉट अफोर्ड मर्सिडीज एंड बीएमडब्ल्यूज, है ना। ऐसी इमोशनल बातें करो यार, तो कितना ही ग्रिल कर लेंगे वाली बात, ठीक है, बट डोंट लूज योर काम इज फर्स्ट थिंग, ठीक है। अगर वो हालचाल
Yes.
पूछ के, क्लाइमेट पूछ के अगर चलता कर देते हैं तो देयर इज नथिंग दैट यू कैन। देन लास्ट में एक तुमको मौका देंगे कि इज देयर एनी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम योर साइड,
Yes, sir.
प्रिपेयर गुड क्वेश्चन, ठीक है। इट कैन बी रिलेटेड टू द इंस्टीट्यूट, इट कैन बी रिलेटेड टू विल देयर बी एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डू प्रॉपर रिसर्च वर्क, will I get some time off to if I want to collect responses in my research to a specific state। इस तरीके का अगर क्वेश्चन पूछोगे तो लगेगा कि हाँ यार ये कैंडिडेट थोड़ा भारी है, ठीक है।
Okay, sir. ऐसा पर्सनल क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं कि सर आप क्या करते हो, आप किस तरह फील्ड में आप आगे बढ़े, यहाँ पे आप तो
नहीं
पोजीशन में
नहीं,
कैसे आए?
दैट इज दैट इज गुड सौरभ, बट वो हालचाल लेने वाला क्वेश्चन हो गया,
ओके सर।
राइट। एंड इसमें दिख रहा है कि यू आर जस्ट आस्किंग फॉर द सेक ऑफ आस्किंग।
ओके सर।
Ask something which can be more aligned to your academics that you are going to do inside your course, right?
ओके सर।
That will give more weight, ठीक है।
यस सर।
ठीक है, anything else, anyone?
सर विल टेक्स्ट यू फॉर दैट, बट आज तो आपने बहुत ज्यादा टाइम दे दिया।
थैंक
नहीं
यू
Been
सर।
यार,
half hours and still
Thank you,
counting.
sir.
थैंक यू
सर
सर।
3 घंटे भाई।
थैंक यू एंड सॉरी टू एवरीवन यार, आप लोग को भी इतना
No,
लेट
sir,
तक।
we were having,
सर हम तो सर खुश हैं कि आपने टाइम
snacks,
निकाल दिया
आपने इतना
हमारे
tea in
टाइम दिया
between.
सर हमारे लिए।
गुड गुड ग्रेट यार, डू
लिए।
हार्ड वर्क, रीड अ लॉट, है ना। जब आप रीड करते हो, नोट्स बनाते हो ना, तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली आंसर्स निकलते हैं, है ना।
यस सर।
डू हार्ड वर्क यार, इट्स लाइफ है यहाँ पे तुम लोगों की, ठीक है। अच्छे से दो यार, गिव योर 100%।
Yes, sir.
सर
यस
सर।
सर।
ठीक है, चलो ऑन दैट नोट वी विल क्लोज द कॉल देन।
ओके
यस सर,
सर।
थैंक यू
Thank you
सर,
so
गुड
much,
नाइट
sir.
सर।
यस
Thank
सर।
you,
नो
sir.
वरीज यार, थैंक यू, बाय बाय।
Bye, sir.
Good night, sir.
Take care.
यस सर।